Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh wait, I was turning it down.
You're turning me off with all this nonsense. Sorry,
Hey,
guys.
you want me to get closer? You want me to get closer to the phone?
That's not bad. Sorry. Quiet, everyone. It's the weirdest. Totorica! Okay, stop that. Stop! For the audience, I'm sorry. I don't even know if I can explain to you what just... Tony is just being a...
Ask your daddy. Ask your daddy what I'm doing. Well, what? Am I getting under your skin? Speaking of
Under your
which,
scheme.
we watched ScarJo go all the way today.
Yeah, pretty much.
We
watched Under the Skin.
Under the Skin.
No guest today.
No guest today.
Fuck no. Fuck all the guests.
That's what I've been saying.
Fuck all the guests. Guess what? No guest.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, man. For Underskin, we are under the influence right now. We're all
And under the blankets.
under the blankets.
We're under the covers.
And we're crossfaded. So yeah.
Oh, we're so crossed.
We're crossed. Don't cross ScarJo in this movie. She'll put you in her little pool.
Yeah, she'll suck you up and spit you down. Yeah, she's got a pool
And then
in her
pop ya.
house.
Maybe if you're lucky, she'll spit you back up and make you run away naked.
Yeah, maybe.
But then you'll get caught.
Yeah,
anyway.
But then you'll
Jeez.
get caught.
Your head's really big.
Eventually, you will get caught
But someone will see you get caught.
by
so
some motocross dude.
Someone will see you get caught, so maybe we should start talking about the movie and not like a weird.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
First-
Okay, what movie is this?
First,
Lucy?
yeah, what is this?
Very
This
good.
is Lucy. No, it's
What'd you guys
Understand.
think, though? I want to know what you guys thought.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked the movie. I liked the way it looked. I thought it was very
Yeah, I loved
pretty. It wasn't without its flaws.
Ooh.
I'll say that right now.
Like
but I
what?
will say that overall, I did enjoy the movie. I had a great time watching it.
Okay, were you guys confused on anything?
Yeah, but I felt like
yeah.
that's part of it, you know? It's just...
Yeah, I don't know what they were going for like I guess every little scene. I'm not sure what everything was. I definitely don't have a
See,
total
like, that was the
100%
same-
I was a little
comprehension.
confused by every single scene.
That was the same way when I first saw it. When I first saw it, I had zero clue, but I'm like, they're definitely trying really hard, so I was really trying to appreciate it. And then so, like, yeah, when I looked into, like, what, the actual plot was and how everything went about and what everything meant, I'm like, oh, this makes a lot more sense. So seeing it again, like, a second time, I'm like, okay, everything is clicking now. And it didn't seem confusing at all. But it would be for anyone who goes to see this, though, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of enjoyed. I mean, there's I have a limit, but I kind of enjoy when movies are, kind of like
knowing everything.
Yeah, like
No,
I think it
that's-
gets to
I
when
love
it
that.
gets to a certain point, it's like okay, I don't
Yeah.
know,
Mhm. No,
I
I
have
agree with
no
that.
clue, like,
I
but
think I think a lot of people have that same thing, and I think that's like where a lot of difference in opinion on a movie comes from. Is because some people think like, oh, this movie's too much, but this movie's like too spoon-fed. Like I think that's why a lot of people.
yeah,
Yeah.
people have different levels of
But everybody kind of likes being in that spot where they kind of know what's going on, but like they don't know everything.
yeah.
And I thought this movie did a really good job of, like, not telling you everything, but, like, you kind of figure it out as you go along. Do you
Yeah.
guys feel that?
Eventually, yeah.
I felt like they give you very little information, and there's, like, no dialogue. Well, there's hardly any dialogue. And even the dialogue it's not even important. Like, when you think about it, what
You can
important piece of dialogue is there throughout this entire movie? There isn't. And it's like they kind of just show you through, like, the visuals.
Yeah, that was
And you
cool.
kind of get the entire story, and it's like you follow it. And I like that they don't tell you everything, because it's like that's what keeps, like, that mystery, and it keeps you in, and you're constantly trying to figure out more
Besides the
details.
straight up artfulness of the visuals, I think the second coolest part about the movie was that how like I don't think I've ever seen a movie before where there was like you said, no important dialogue. Like literally everything was
Show,
shown
don't
through
tell.
the scene.
Show, don't tell.
Yeah, I wouldn't like every movie I watched to be like that, but I thought this was a nice a violent shift in perspective that you don't really get that often. That I mean,
Agreed.
I don't want often, but every once in a while, it is a nice little additional flavor that my movie palate is not used to experiencing.
Mm-hmm. Very well said. This is exactly what like remember the new season of Samurai Jack I was telling you about? Yeah, that's the same thing where like there's dialogue, but the dialogue's not important at all. It's all about like the visuals and like the imagery and like the symbolism that they show through that. And it's like this movie does like the exact same thing is what I noticed.
Yeah. The first episode of Watchmen was a little bit like that, but it was almost too much. Where it was
really?
like, and I heard a thing where like they don't want the show to be reviewed until episode 5 when all things make sense. It's like,
okay.
Okay, come on, like that's a little like.
I mean, I can appreciate it. It's like
That's
it's
asking a
pretty
little. That's asking a little
adventurous,
too
like,
much.
Storytelling and like screenwriting.
I mean, maybe
like,
if it's
I can
really good.
appreciate that. Because it takes a lot of effort to like pull it off, but you have to be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Wait,
Otherwise, it can just seem really.
I have an under the skin question. So
Go ahead.
what?
Go ahead.
So Scarlett Johansson and the motorcycle guy, they're aliens. They're on Earth. They're ScarJo's seducing these guys into this pool. Are we supposed to know like what's going on like after they get trapped in the pool? Like what do they do with them?
I don't know if that's
No, you're
really
not.
important.
I mean, you're not supposed to.
You know?
Like did you
you're not
find
supposed
that in your research? Obviously, in the movie, they don't even really.
I mean, yeah, no. In the movie, they don't tell you anything, and like the more like I look into it, like it's all just theories, obviously. But like I don't think, like Greg said, I don't think that's the important part. The important part is like her like seducing her and like getting her to this black pool, and like they're basically using these like men to put in that meat grinder, like and like that's all you really know. So what I understood is like these aliens are here to literally collect people and like use them like they're meat for something, because otherwise why would you kill them and grind them up? So but that's all you really know. You don't really know anything past that about like the aliens and like their motives. They don't really tell you that. All you know is they just kill these people for meat or to grind them up or whatever.
Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I loved the score of this movie.
The score
Of course,
slaps. Oh my god, the score made everything so eerie. The
Yeah.
score gave like the visuals. It was like everything coming in full circle. It's like the visuals just had like a vibe to it, and then with the music, it just like completely.
I think my favorite
came
part
full
of the
circle.
score
You got
was
so into it.
Cause yeah, like they do it like
Yeah,
like
those
throughout most of the
violins.
movie, but I thought it was really cool, like in that scene where she's like getting it on with the guy she met on the bus, like back in his house, like when she's like
Yeah. No,
gonna,
I
like,
like
have
that
sex
too.
with them.
Uh-huh.
Like they're like they start kissing and stuff, and it's kind of just like normal, like whatever, like kind of, not like romantic music, but just kind of like regular background, like kissing
Somber,
music.
yeah.
And then it like transitions, like as they're kissing, it transitions into that like creepy side.
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite.
Yeah, I mean,
part.
listening to the album, I recognize that song,
Mm-hmm.
and that one's definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time seeing it, I didn't realize that. I never noticed that, like, she figures out that she doesn't have a box down there. She doesn't have.
Yeah, well, I think she like. I just don't think it goes in.
Exactly. Yeah, like she doesn't
I
have.
think she might have the outer parts.
Yeah.
Because like, why wouldn't she? Because she's looking in in the mirror,
Mm-hmm,
and she seems surprised when he couldn't.
Yeah, because it's like.
So I feel like
he
she
was, like,
has the outer parts.
Yeah,
like,
he
it
was
looks
like
it,
really
but-
struggling, and then that's when it just kind of like hit her.
And then she's got to get the lamp and then look like.
Yeah, and then
she's
he's-
got to really inspect to find out that she doesn't have.
And
a
he's
proper
like so
functioning
confused
vagina.
because it's like, okay, what's wrong?
Obviously,
like,
yeah, like,
he was just trying. He thought he was just figuring it out, but the thing is, there's nothing to figure out because it's not there.
Yeah, he's like, what happened?
And I thought that was cool because it's like one of my favorite scenes was when she looks into the mirror and she's kind of like for the first time like seeing herself. Because like before that, like the only image of herself that she's ever had was like the little mirror when she put on like the lipstick. This was like the first time where she completely got to like self-reflect and like really like actually like see herself like and her like sentience, because like that's what the whole movie was about. It was basically just like this is kind of like a character study too, and where you just follow this girl and she's slowly coming to terms with her own like humanity almost, and she's not even a girl, she's an alien. But that's what like the movie harps on the entire time, like the thing with the eyes. Like she always like people always like the motorcyclist when he was like inspecting her and like looking into her eyes. He was looking into her eyes to see if like she's been like corrupted almost. Like if she's like realizing her own sentience and like having thoughts and stuff. That's why she's just trying to like keep it cool. And the whole time she's like so conflicted by it. And then she finally like she keeps like looking at herself like in her eyes, and then everything starts to click, and that's when she completely separates from the overlords or like the mothership or whatever you want to call it. And then she
probably not the mothership.
What? I don't know what these aliens are, but
she's Samus actually. I don't know if you guys knew that.
That's what I felt like the main point of the movie was. It wasn't about these aliens. It wasn't about her like seducing these guys. It was her own
box.
Yeah, it was her own.
The movie at the end of the day, the movie's about her box.
It was her own transition. It was her own
That's
like
why I did so well at the
experiences.
box office.
And like you slowly can like see her just like learning. Like she sees like more people and she goes through like more experiences. Like the scene on the beach when she saw that like that one swimmer guy go out and like try and rescue those people.
He did a terrible job.
I mean, he did a terrible job, but it's like
shame on you.
And like when she
asshole,
and like the whole thing with like the blood, like it was just her trying to just understand what the fuck she was like, and what the fuck just like humans were, and just what life is and reality is, and like her like slowly understanding it and like slowly trying to figure it out. I thought that was like the main point of the movie.
Yeah.
And I thought they hit that part out of the park completely.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You said you had some flaws.
Yeah, no, I want to hear these. I had some flaws too.
Yeah, no, I didn't think the movie was perfect. This thing, what was the first thing that I was making a little list in my head.
Can I start?
You can go if you have some.
The relationship with the guy, I thought that could have been handled much better. I thought there was a...
Oh, like the bus guy?
Yeah, I thought that had potential to be golden. Like, this is the first time where she's, like, learning, like, empathy and, like, what love is and, like, all this stuff. Like, there was so much potential with that, but it just ended up being this guy that she, like, meets on the bus, and he wants to, like, help her, and that slowly transitions. I thought they could have done that so much better.
He was very bland.
He was very bland, and, like, you couldn't feel it. Like, when they're, like, whenever they're actually getting, like, intimate or whatever, you're supposed to actually, like, feel something. But it's just, like, you don't really feel that because you never let that relationship really develop. And it was just written to be pretty, like, straightforward. Like, there was no depth to it. So,
yeah, he didn't have a lot of charisma.
I thought that had potential to be... I thought that could have just made everything really, really over the top. But they didn't get that. They didn't land that.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing was, I thought they could have paced the one guy after the other. Like, I thought they could have paced that a little bit better. Because it seemed like one guy after the other.
Yeah, I think that was my least favorite part of the movie. It was like towards the beginning that kind of how, it was just getting a little... Like, I get it. You're supposed to, like, really get what's going on. But, like, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a little too much. Yeah, I thought... Yeah, I got it after a little while. I got it.
Exactly.
The whole seductress thing is not like... I think, like, that whole concept, I think, might have been my least favorite part of the movie.
No, I like that.
No, I like it in general, but I just think that, like, it's obviously not a new idea. It's, like, been around forever. Yeah. And I like you said, I like my favorite part of the movie is, like, her more of, like, discovering her sentience and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I think that when they were focusing on that was, like, the best part of the movie. But, like... The whole, like, woman, like, being a seductress, like, it's cool. Like, the way they did it was cool, too. But, like, I think they focus on it a little too much just because, like, I've seen it so many times before. It's in so many other things that, like, especially, like, in the beginning you said, like, one guy after another, they were kind of, like, really harping on that for a little while. At that point, I was kind of like, all right, I've seen enough of this.
Mm-hmm. I feel like they were trying to, like, send some... I feel like there's so many, like, deeper, like, symbolic meanings with, like, a lot of this movie that I just don't know about.
Yeah,
I feel like one of them has to harps on, like, that seductress thing. Like, I feel like they're trying to really send some kind of message home about, like, female sexuality or something. Like, I feel like there's just something there,
there's definitely something there
there's
that
something
I'm not
to
getting,
that that I don't know yet.
Yeah, maybe if I understood it, I would enjoy it more.
Know.
But at the moment, I'm not a huge...
Yeah. It did feel like almost there was a point in the movie where it does like the seductress things where it feels like slice of life movie kind of
What do
where
you
it's
mean,
like,
slice of life?
well, like it's
Yeah,
just
I-
like her
yeah.
day-to-day thing. Like we're just there's
Yeah, I mean,
no
that's all the
nothing
purpose
really
was.
going on. It's just
Yeah.
she's just kind of doing her usual thing.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
And it's like that goes on for a little too long where
Agreed.
there isn't enough plot
Agreed.
Yeah.
where and I don't know, it got more interesting near the end.
I thought it picked up pretty quick. I thought it was after that Elephant Man.
Yeah.
I think it was after that it really started to ramp up.
Yeah,
even,
you're right.
even
The Elephant Man was a turning point.
and like even like slightly before that, that's when like she was just going out and about. Okay. Side note, the way they approached how to make the movie feel like grounded and like
Realistic.
they did a really good job with that.
Yeah,
and
for an alien movie where she's like, sucking men into pools, they
it
did a
felt
very good job.
so
of making it feel-
grounded.
Yeah, I
it
agree.
felt so
Oh, yeah, you could've
real.
made that
it's
really-
scary. It's scary how real it felt.
Yeah.
And like the much of that has to do with the whole concept of just like recording, and it's just random people, like they're not actors, and you could tell that because like people are acting just completely normal, and it's like when the camera just zooms in on just like one person to the other, like it just feels real. It just has like that weird real life like awkwardness to it when the camera's just like recording them and they just like don't even know it. And yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a nice little.
I thought
interesting
I thought Scarlett Johansson did like a
Oh,
very
she did
good
amazing.
job.
Oh
like,
my
she
God.
I
Oh my
believe she
God.
was an alien. Like she was just it was good. It was really good.
thing. You can tell because she subtly started to change, and I thought she did that so well. It's like at no point did she just feel like a different character. It's
Yeah,
like
she was never like full
slowly
human, but
going
she
into
was
this.
never like, okay, this is like clearly some weird alien. Like she was this weird middle level the whole time, and it was
Yeah,
very
and
interesting to watch.
she would be completely like straight faced. Like okay, her ability to just keep straight all the time was crazy.
Yeah, during all those funny scenes, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I loved all the
But just like
British
completely
guys,
emotionless,
Scottish
like
guys.
robotic, just completely robotic.
no, that was-
and then
yeah.
like whenever she'd meet a guy, she would just completely turn it on, and that was, oh man, that was great. And she would always have like that cold like demeanor, and like the more she starts to realize like what she is, I feel like she starts to kind of go crazy. She starts to get like more anxiety, and like she gets like so much more scared. Like when she's on the bus and. Like after that, it feels like she's always so terrified, but at the same time, she's trying to keep it cool, you know. And it's like she just slowly went into that. It never was like, oh, she's this. She got some new information, and now she's this. It's like a slow progression. And her acting was so good.
Yeah, she
She made the movie.
plus.
Yeah, obviously.
yes. What else? The directing was also very top
Beautiful,
notch.
beautiful.
I loved all the close-up shots. That was always really cool. And
No, there's so many good shots like throughout the entire thing.
I think another thing that I'm on the fence about. I don't know. I like how. So when just the whole like. Just also another thing that I think is like an idea that in movies they do a lot that they did in this one that like I've seen a bunch of times, is the whole like alien like coming to Earth and then like discovering humanity and then like trying to like oh, I want to be a part of humanity, like I want to discover my like maybe like they like come to Earth to like exploit the humans, but then they like are emotionally touched by them and then they want to like relate to them and they want to like be with them more. Like I've kind of seen that enough too.
I don't
guess-
think they were doing that.
Yeah,
though.
No,
That's the
she
thing.
totally wanted. She's trying to eat cake. She's trying to fuck that dude.
That's
She wants like
true.
all these human experiences.
That's true.
I think that was more.
No, dude, that was straight up.
I don't think
wanna
that
be
was
a
her
little-
getting touched by
wanna be a little
humanity.
human.
At no point did I ever feel like she was getting touched.
not gonna happen, ScarJo.
No, I think she really wanted to like immerse herself and like relate with humanity.
Yeah,
I think she was trying to just figure it out, because like even when like the dog was dying and like the lady was dying and like all these people were dying, like she never felt anything.
But that's in the beginning, though.
And then like even when she like was eating cake, I think it's more of her just trying to figure out like what she is, because she sees people like
That was just a
eating
sexy
and
scene
like
put in for the
doing
bros.
Mm-hmm.
and like doing all these things. She was just trying to figure out like what. So she ate a piece of cake and she noticed that she immediately did not like that. And the sex scene with the dude, it also seemed like she was figuring it out. The fact that the relationship never flowed and it never felt that meaningful, especially from her side, it felt like her just trying it out, like giving it a chance, you know? It never felt like she was getting touched. Because it's like when she was with that guy, she never felt love. It never felt like she felt love.
Yeah, maybe touch wasn't the right word, but the whole thing with just like aliens coming to Earth and then they come here to like, you know, gather a resource from humans, like exploit them, and then they're like, oh, I want to like be more like them. I want to interact with them.
I didn't.
She definitely tries to be like them.
She doesn't try to be like when she tried to be like
human
them.
things.
When
guys,
when she tried to be like a human, it was only to manipulate. But when she was trying to
Eating
figure
cake.
She's
What
trying
did
to
I just
manipulate
say?
that
How
cake.
was she manipulate? Who was she
No. I
manipulating?
said when she
The
is
audience.
trying to be human and she's putting this act on.
The eating. No.
When she's
those aren't the
no,
same thing.
can you let me finish?
No.
Guys, please.
When she's putting an act on, it's to seduce people. But whenever she was trying to figure it out, she was never trying to put this act on. Because if she was trying to be more relatable and relate to humans, she wouldn't be spitting this shit out. She wouldn't be acting all weird and stuff. It always felt like her just trying it to see what she is. It never felt like, oh, I'm going to eat this piece of cake on this table to relate with this community. She never was doing that. And even when she was getting awkward looks and awkward stares, she was never like, oh, trying to play it off. She was never trying to be a part of anything. It was her just one step after another, like trying to...
I'm not saying fit in with her immediate surroundings, like the people in the restaurant with her. I'm saying fit in like... be a part of humanity as a whole. Try human things. People really like cake. She knows people like cake. I'm gonna try some cake. People have sex. People like to have sex. I'm gonna try to have sex.
But that felt more so because she looks like a human and her trying to figure out like, oh, am I actually a human or am I not? It never felt like her trying to experience human things and become a human.
See, I
it never
disagree.
felt like she was trying to become
like
a human.
She definitely
I thought
knew
she was trying to
was
figure
an
out
alien
if
the whole
she was a
time.
human.
She definitely knew she was an alien.
She definitely didn't. Are
Wait,
you
what?
kidding?
Yeah.
I could. This is. I could see. I could really see both.
I thought
sides.
the entire time I just felt like she didn't know what she was.
I don't know.
She was put
I
down.
Don't know.
She
That's,
was programmed a certain way.
Then.
I think
Wait,
that's
what
I
thing?
think that's up for
Explain the
interpretation. I don't know.
Actually, yeah, this is a good point.
I
Honestly,
really
feel like a lot of this
I
movie
don't.
is stuff for
Yeah, I don't think
interpretation.
there's a clear answer whether or not she thinks she's an alien.
I always thought that she didn't know.
See. I don't know. I didn't.
So when
I
she
always
took
thought
the
she
flesh
did
off,
know. Okay,
yeah,
if she didn't
she
know,
was like, "What the fuck?"
if she didn't know, that's a
'Cause
lot
why would she
cooler.
do that?
But if she didn't know, like, how does the whole, like, her like bringing men back to the pool, like how
Well,
does she think she's?
Maybe she seems like she was like maybe like just like I don't know.
Kind
I
of
don't know
programmed.
If yeah,
Like, yeah, she's
I wouldn't
like-
say born, but like
Because think
I
about
know
it
what
this
she's
you're
way.
new.
saying,
Yeah,
like,
she's new to the world.
Yeah.
So
okay.
she's very. This is just
She's
like,
naive.
Yeah, she's naive, and this is what she's told.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna be easily tricked because she's just been programmed. So
Because the opening shot is her like. This is another thing. Remember, I was telling you about like the eye and them always leading back to like the eyes and stuff. The opening scene is like the eye.
Yeah.
And her like eye being formed, she's like learning language and stuff, and like it felt like she was getting programmed. The entire time, she definitely didn't know who she was or like that she was an alien, because like the ending scene with her looking at her face and peeling the skin off would not be nearly as dramatic as it was, because if she knew she was an alien, she would know what to expect. And she would know more about her sentience if she knew she was an alien. Why would she be so confused by everything if she knew that kind of information, knew what was going on, you know? So that's why the entire movie never felt like she was trying to fit in. It always felt like she was trying to figure out who she was.
Yeah,
what am I? I just existed. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I am.
I also saw I saw it more as like when she decided to change. I saw it more as like a moral thing. Like,
I
is
never
it
saw it as
well?
moral.
Because
she let the guy.
Because she let the guy go. That's why
I can feel that.
I thought it was like, oh, I'm doing something fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
She realizes that she can clearly tell, like, this guy does not deserve it. This is messed up, and that's why she changes. That's why I saw it. And then I think I don't know. I think there's a lot of different. There's a lot more that there's
For me, the
one
point-
thing going on. You know, there's
Yeah.
a
The
lot going
point
into
where
it.
I saw that she like changed was after she let the guy go in the pool, and then she finally like not finally, but like one of the few times she gets to see a reflection of herself. and she looks into her eyes. That's when she lets him go. That's when she thought like, oh, maybe I am a human. And then she just kind of gave up on this whole whatever their plan was or whatever the motorcyclist wanted him to do, and she just dipped.
Oh. Yeah. See, I saw it more as like...
I never saw it as a moral thing.
No, I saw it as a moral thing.
Yeah,
as
like
well.
she's looking in like I can't do this. Like I don't know.
I never saw it as a moral thing because it's like she never felt empathy at any other point, and even after that, it felt like she never really felt it.
It seemed when she was talking to him, that felt genuine. Like it seemed like part of it was she was trying to trick him, but it also seemed kind of.
I didn't feel that at all because like the whole time,
I
like
could see it.
I don't know, whatever she was saying, it just felt like what she would normally do. She was trying to gain his trust. He was a little more, skeptical about it.
But
she was trying to gain his trust. She was doing more and more things to make him more comfortable, to get him back to the house. That's what I felt.
I think it was that, and then I think there was a little...
Why are you saying that she let him go then? If it wasn't a moral thing?
Ooh, stump the buff.
That's a good point. I felt like she just wanted to escape whatever situation.
But she wouldn't have to
in.
let
Well,
him
why
go
would-
to do
but
that.
then-
True. That's true.
Yeah, that's why I think... I don't know. I just saw something with the way she was acting. Like, she was clearly trying to, get to do
I
the
see
thing.
what you were saying. I did kind of assume that was just like her being a really good seductress, but I know what you were saying.
But
Like
there's
when I was
just a
watching
little
the scene,
bit of truth to
I did
it.
feel like it was like, yeah, she did feel like genuinely like felt like she felt bad for this guy. Like
See, that's where it's hard to draw that line. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
It's like because it could easily be like, oh, she's putting on an
Yeah,
act,
you never
or
really
she's
know.
actually like really feeling something. Like I couldn't really
That's what
tell.
I like
Yeah,
about this movie a lot, though.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I mean, it's clearly the scene's doing its job.
But
you
I
know?
think that that's the thing. Yeah, like the subtlety.
Mm-hmm.
The subtlety and the mystery.
The nuance.
If this was like a
nuance.
mainstream movie, she'd like know kung fu or something.
Yes,
Like,
seriously.
it'd be,
I was actually okay. That's another good thing. I
That's
was
what
like,
Lucy is.
I was like
Yeah.
half.
Basically.
I was like half like hesitant, like apprehensive, like almost flinching the whole time, just like waiting for like one of those scenes for her to just like flip a guy over or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, please don't fucking do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, they didn't do that.
Not
they,
at all.
They did it very.
Which
Yeah, they did
It's
the
a
movie.
very smart decision.
I
But
know
not that
every
kind of
time there's
sci-fi.
like an alien, they always know. Like,
Yeah, they're
kung
always-
fu, or,
yeah.
like they. Yeah, I was like hoping she wouldn't like do like some weird tentacle thing or something, and they didn't, and they did a very good job.
when they do the special effects with the end, it's like that was a really cool effect.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
mind blowing. Yeah.
And like with the fire, I was like, oh, she's gonna live, but it kills her. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was
she's
kinda
not
interesting,
invincible.
too. Yeah,
which I thought was really cool.
yeah, that was a nice
Yeah.
touch.
And yeah,
pretty
that's
fantastic.
special. That was such a cool effect. I loved that.
Another thing that makes me think like they're trying to send some deeper message about
Liberal
female
shit.
sexuality is because the ending, like where she's just like all like cold and in that like shack, and like this guy is like taking advantage of her, like
Yeah.
while she's like
Oh, yeah.
sleeping. Like I felt like they just always went back to the sexuality. So I feel like
Yeah.
there's some
100%.
message that I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. There definitely is something that I'm not aware of. That would probably like be really, really cool, but I just
Because
don't
she
know.
does get just used for her sexuality like the entire movie.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
literally the
the
entire
entire
movie.
movie.
And they
it's
use
really,
it-
Either
really
she's
sad,
seducing
dude.
people
It's
or
really
she's
sad.
Yeah, getting
and it's also it's like when most of the men try and help her, it's clearly like
because they want to fuck her.
yeah,
See, I know there's
which is,
some,
which is
there's some
which I
intent
thought
behind
was
all that.
interesting because
Yeah.
it's so like, and it's like she's the only female. She's the only female character in the movie that like there's some in the background, but she's the only really the only female character in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys like
I mean-
caught this in the beginning, but like, so like like the eye, it fucking forms, and then she's like learning speech and stuff, and you know how the motorcyclist goes and
picks up that bitch from the lake.
yeah, the bitch from the ditch or whatever, the lake, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a prequel to this movie. A lot of people
Bitch
don't
from
know.
the
It's
ditch.
Bitch from the ditch. We could,
Under the skin and bitch from the ditch.
yeah. That's actually why we're so confused by this movie. If you see
You
bitch,
haven't seen bitch by the ditch.
yeah. If you hear someone talk about under the skin, go ahead and check if they've seen bitch from the ditch first,
The bitch from the ditch.
and if they haven't, then tell them to fuck off, and they don't have a valid opinion. We've all seen it. We were playing with you. We love that one. Then that's gonna be
so
Tony.
much
That's gonna be
better.
your pick, right?
Yeah, that's what we're watching next. Bitch from
Yeah,
the
so
ditch.
I think the bitch from the ditch is just like the last like version before her, you know?
Ooh.
She died, and then so the motorcyclist goes,
Interesting.
picks her up, drops her off at the whatever
yeah.
the location, and then Scarlett Johansson appears, she's actually
Yeah.
she exists, and then she takes off the clothes,
Puts
and
them
then
on,
she
throws
does
them
her
on.
job.
It would have been kind of cool if the ending was like a new girl doing that.
Oh, I would have fucking loved
That
that.
would
Yeah.
be cool.
That would have really brought. I think they were
she
trying
was
to be
burned up. So.
But I think they were trying to be subtle. With
Yeah.
it. If
Yeah,
they did
yeah.
that at the ending, it would have been very
would have been
clear.
a little.
what-
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. And that's not this movie style.
Yeah, it's not this
is
movie
not
style.
clear.
So I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't. I didn't know who the lady was the first time, but then I read somewhere about that.
Yeah. Although I personally, I don't like. I see this on YouTube all the time, where it's like, this movie explained, this ending explained,
I don't like that.
and I don't
shit.
like that at all. Like I just, even if it's unclear, I like to just, I don't know, make up my own shit if I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
Whatever makes most sense to whoever.
Yeah, and then I see it for like movies that don't need it explained at all. It's just every single movie that comes, every big superhero movie, or it's like, this is Captain Marvel explained.
No, I got it.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. I see that shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although we are doing a spin-off podcast where we'll be explaining this movie,
Scene by scene.
We just explain every movie.
explain
that
our
we've watched.
interpretation, the only interpretation, which is the name of the podcast. The only interpretation. Stay tuned. Get working on that one. It'll just be me, actually. Sorry, guys. Sit this one out.
No, I understand. This is your forte.
Yes.
Wouldn't want to
I'd
be
love to do that.
Although Will Forte will be showing up once in a while to explain
Once every 3 or 4
MacGruber.
episodes.
They're making a MacGruber. You guys ever see MacGruber?
No, I've heard about
That
it.
movie
from
is
The
awesome.
Office.
That
Is it
movie's
a
so
cartoon?
well. It's no, it's Will
It's like a
Forte.
live action whatever.
Well, there's MacGyver, which is like the
Yeah,
shitty
MacGyver,
action
okay.
80s show, and then MacGruber is like a parody with Will
Oh.
Forte. Yeah, and
See, I've
he's-
heard of both. I
So
didn't
was
think they were related.
MacGruber like a TV show or something?
MacGruber was originally like
Like a sketch?
SNL sketch, but then they made a movie out of it, and
They're
it was
making
like
another movie.
they're making like I guess like a TV show out of it.
Oh.
But the movie was so fucking good. It's one of the best comedies. I highly recommend.
Yeah, I heard it from. I remember in The Office, Michael was MacGruber for Halloween.
That's good.
So I'm like, I heard it from there, and I'm like, I don't know who this person is. And then I hear MacGyver, and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's a good.
Mm-hmm.
There's the scene where like where they make fun of like how like people talk in their comms in public, and like you would be weirded out by that, and he's like, Kirsten Wiig goes like undercover as him in like a Starbucks. And, like, they're on the comms, and he's like, do exactly what I do. And then she's all awkward, and then, like, she puts in a tip in Starbucks, and she's like, I wouldn't do that. Take that out. She, like, takes it out in front of him. And then, like, they get shot at, and she's, like, has to, like, imitate what he says. And she's, like, on the ground screaming in public. It's very funny. I just watched it.
Oh, here's a little twist that I'm just realizing.
A little.
Maybe
You're looking out at something.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just
You're
kind of
creeping
zoned
me
down.
out.
I was thinking.
Oh
about it.
yeah, okay.
But,
I was also
Look at me when you
confused.
talk to me, please.
Maybe she let
You
the
look for
guy go, like the elephant man. Maybe she let him go because she felt like that's what like humans are supposed to do. Like maybe because it's like she saw the guy like go and help whoever the people, and it's like maybe it's not so much that she felt something for this guy, or maybe she felt like this is just something that like humans do. Maybe like it's just something like
I'm a little
like that's
confused.
the objectively right thing to do, so she did it. Maybe I don't know.
I'm confused. I looked it up. That guy actually like looks like that.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew that. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was prosthetics.
Yeah, he was good. That scene was probably one of the best ones for
Maybe
me.
like you know what I'm saying? Like she's trying to play the role.
She's a player, that's for sure.
She's like playing the role of a human, so she let him go. I don't know. I don't know.
I
really
like the I don't know. It's a lot of different interpretations of this movie.
But yeah, other than the guy after guy going on for a little too long and the relationship not being as good as it,
Yeah.
like not even close to being as good as it could have been. Other than that, the movie was stellar. Enjoyed it way more than the first time. The first time I was completely lost.
I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the movie.
It's high with the
movie.
A24. I told Tony I saw Lighthouse, and that was...
Oh, that smacked?
Ooh, that movie was so good. I
Mm-hmm.
highly recommend. Yeah. R. Pat's is best performance.
R. Pats?
Robert
Robert
Pattinson. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he was great. Very good.
Yeah, I want to see that really badly.
Yeah, fun.
I more so want to see the Adam Sandler one, though.
Yeah.
I wanna see that
I
really
much
bad,
more
too.
want to see that. It's
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
like Lighthouse.
Oh?
Lighthouse looks good, but it's just them, you know. And it's dark and it's artsy. I'm not in the mood for that. I want Uncut Gems, you know.
I don't know. I don't know which one I want to see more. I want to see both of them. pretty
They
badly.
cannot be more different.
And this is Adam Sandler's like comeback. Like I want to see this shit.
Have you seen...
No, yeah, you haven't seen his special. His special.
Yeah,
He already came
special.
back, bro.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
It's
last
special.
year. Last year he came out with a comedy special on
Oh, that
Netflix.
doesn't count. That's not an acting thing.
You didn't say it was his acting comeback. You said it was his comeback. That special
Well,
was his
I was
comeback.
talking about.
Was that movie
movies,
where
so-
he was the agent?
what? Agent.
Agent
what was-
Uncut.
shit.
Oh no.
Okay, Uncut. Oh no.
Wait, I think Adam Sandler's going to be in one movie, Uncut Gems, right? He's only
his
in one
first
movie.
movie, isn't
This is
it?
his first movie.
Is it Drunk Punch Love? Is that
Drunk
that-
Punch Love? It's Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's right. It's Punch Drunk.
No,
'cause
what
it's
was
like
it?
you're getting punch drunk.
Sandy Wexler. Have you seen Sandy Wexler?
Fuck
man?
no, and I never want to see Sandy Wexler.
Oh no, I've not seen that.
That movie's fucking awesome, man.
Have you seen it? I bet you've seen
It's
it.
an A24. No, I
No,
haven't
it's
seen
not. Shut the fuck up. Stop spreading misinformation.
Yeah, stop tainting A24's name.
it. Sorry.
Sandy Wexler.
Sandy Wexler. That's I don't know. He's a weird guy. He'll
I think he just needs proper direction. I think
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
a
I think
really
you're
good.
talking about Sandy Wexler.
No, fuck Sandy Wexler.
he's a great guy, dude. Once you get to know
I think
him.
Adam Sandler has a lot of talent. He just needs good direction, and he's set.
Yeah, he's a really he is he's
Because he got with
he's a
Judd
funny
Apatow,
man.
and he popped out a good movie
Funny
with Seth
People.
Rogen. Hell yeah,
that
that
was
was
a
a
good
good
movie.
ass movie.
It was a little long. I remember.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, chill.
No, he's right. He's right. I'm sorry.
It was a little long. Shut up. You shut your mouth.
He's got a wife and the ex-wife and the kids. That went on for like a long time. I remember.
I
like-
haven't seen it.
I haven't
in a
The
seen it in
premise of the
so
movie
long.
almost completely shifts, where he finds out he's not dying, and then he's got this thing where he wants to get with his wife, but then she has a husband, and it turns into a whole
Are you talking
different
about
movie.
Click?
Oh
Are you
yeah.
sure you're not watching
Sorry,
Click?
sorry.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about.
shit.
No, it's funny people.
Oh,
Click, he's married the
No,
whole
Click,
time.
dude, Click is a mind fuck.
Dude.
Click is a
You think
mind
it's
fuck.
a comedy and you get into it and that shit gets emotional and it gets
Wait.
stressful.
No, never mind. Keep going.
Oh, you're thinking of Sandy Wexler.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
Sandy
that's our
Wexler
friend.
is a mind fuck, dude.
I don't want to hear that name anymore.
Sandy Wexler.
It's an annoying fucking name.
Fuck
Dude,
off. Fuck you.
Click. Man, that movie. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
That's the definition of disingenuous
Awesomeness.
movie. Disingenuous movie.
Click?
You're like, oh, it's a comedy. It's a comedy. Oh, it's like fun family.
Oh,
no,
that's
and it
what
gets
you mean by
depressing and
disingenuous.
stressful, and then
Yeah,
you
that movie
Oh my
really
god!
is.
And then by the end, I'm like, I just want to die. This is the worst thing ever.
I don't think
wanna
I've ever
watch
really
this.
watched it. I mean, I know scenes.
It's a
I
great
definitely,
movie. Underrated movie. Underrated movie. People,
Dude,
fuck
that,
off.
That might be my pick, but I'll chew it.
No
over.
way.
It might be.
No, I'd watch that.
No,
Because
fucking
I
way.
saw it on DVD at my house back when we did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah,
I was thinking
yeah.
about doing it a while ago, but then
Uh-huh.
it kind of just escaped my mind.
I've seen that movie
But
so
now
many times.
you bringing it back
But it's
up
been a
again.
while, so I would definitely watch it.
Shit,
again.
I might do Sandy Wexler now.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not sitting through Sandy Wexler.
What?
No, I'm not sitting through Sandy Wexler.
I'm not sitting next to Sandy
I'm
Wexler.
not sitting next to him. I'm not sitting with him.
Then you could come on my interpretation, and I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
Sandy Wexler explained.
Who the
Sandy
fuck's
Wexler
looking for that?
explained in 13 minutes.
I hate that shit.
Oh,
I hate
yeah.
that shit more.
Oh, yeah.
In some amount
In
of
6
time.
seconds or less.
Yeah, fuck that.
6 seconds is me. 30 seconds or less. That movie is just him explaining Sandy Wexler. Jesse Eisenberg.
30 seconds or less. That's the one with Aziz, right?
Yeah.
Aziz.
Is
I
that
saw
movie
that kind of
good?
recently.
Aziz
He
aims
said
to
it was
please.
good.
Yeah, because I remember seeing it when it like came out, and I was like, "This movie's eh." But then I saw it like a year or two ago, and I was
Yeah.
like, "This movie's actually."
I don't think
pretty
I've
good.
ever seen it.
I mean, it's not like amazing, but it's like it was definitely better than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite
That's cool.
Jesse Eisenberg movies because I'm not really a big fan.
Oh,
of him at all.
Zombieland Double Tap. What about
Fuck
that one?
off, fuck off, fuck
Oh, that looked
Zombieland 1,
terrible.
Zombieland
fuck
2,
Double
Double Tap, fuck all of them.
That just, that looked rough. Like, jeez.
Rule number 1: watch Zombieland Double Tap. Jesus.
Zombieland, Zombieland
Dude,
1,
oh my god, I want.
Rule number 1, don't forget to pre-order tickets. Front row.
Zombieland
Rule
1,
number 2: Emma Watson's hot. Or fucking Stone. Sorry.
Stone.
I get my Emmas confused.
yeah, Zombieland 1 is not bad, but I feel like it's just really mediocre.
I have not seen
I'm
it.
sure it's I've seen it. I think
I've
it just
seen
got
it, yeah.
like way too much hype. Like people
Yeah,
like
yeah.
lash
that's all
on
it
those-
is.
Like it's not a bad
It's
movie.
not a bad
It's
movie,
pretty-
I
but
remember
it's just
liking it.
there. It's just kind of there.
Yeah,
I-
it's a good movie.
All I remember is the Bill Murray scene, but that's like, that's it.
Bill Murray was one of the best parts of that movie.
Talk to me like a little baby boy. That's what my dad and mom used to say to me as a
Bill
little baby.
Murray was the best part of Zombieland. Yes, he was great.
Although back then, like I was little, they were talking about Osmosis Jones.
Jesse Eisenberg was fine in the beginning, and then I felt like he just
Of
got
his career?
progressively worse
Oh.
throughout the movie, honestly.
Woo.
And what's his name? He
Woody
was in
Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson. He
Yeah,
was pretty
Woody.
good. He was not bad.
Yeah, he was a good
Emma
character.
Stone, she was whatever. She was kind of
I thought Emma Stone was good. I've seen the trailers for Double Tap, and it just looks like
She does not
that
want to
looks
be
like
there.
dog shit. That
I'm surprised they got her. Like,
yeah, what
Yeah,
the fuck
yeah.
is she doing? She's so much better than that.
Zombieland's not bad, but I feel like Zombieland 2 is
Yeah, Double
dog
Tap
shit.
probably sucks
dog
nut.
shit.
And Emma Stone.
That trailer, oh my
you-
god.
It looked
my
terrible.
God,
It pissed me off.
What are you doing, man? You're so.
I don't know why Jesse Eisenberg's doing that.
yeah, it seems like
What the
all those
fuck?
actors are above that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But
Except
I
for
mean-
maybe that little daughter or the little sister.
And the thing is, zombies.
Abigail Breslin,
And the thing is,
she's queen.
zombies are out of fashion. I don't know why they're even doing
Yo, yeah, this Zombieland.
not chic.
Zombieland did come out right at the peak of like.
Man,
Like
remember
walk-
Zombie Mania?
Yeah, like
Oh my
Walking
God.
Dead came out around that same time, and like just all zombies were the thing when that movie came out.
Jesus.
So of course it was huge. Now it's like zombies are so,
Yeah, no one gives a fuck.
Old
anymore.
story,
and it's
old news.
yeah, you can't really. There's not a lot you can do. I feel like everything
Is
with
done,
zombies
yeah.
has been done. You know, and
Yeah, I agree.
it's just not.
What are you gonna do? Give them superpowers or something?
That's what
Like,
they did in World War Z.
yeah.
Oh, that looked so
I've never
bad.
seen World War Z.
I saw it in theaters. I don't really remember it.
Yeah, I think you guys went to see. I think you and like Connor and you guys went. I never.
Oh,
went.
did I see it with them?
Yeah, I think you saw it with them because I remember they wanted
Conor
to see
McGregor.
It. Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
with
me
us.
and McGregor saw it. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, zombies are dead.
Well, yeah, of course they are.
Zombie. Mania
Zombies
is
are
dead, too.
undead.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Greg.
Oh. Oh. Oh boy.
I want no part of that.
The zombie craze? You gotta get with it, man.
No, just you. What you like the last 30 seconds of whatever the fuck you and Sash were doing. I want no part of that. I'm
Oh,
all
we
into the
do.
zombie
We want
craze.
to
I'm all into the
Oh,
zombie
that's good
craze.
enough for me.
Just
Let's
not
go
you
see.
guys. I'm into the zombie craze.
Ah!
But not you.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I love you guys.
All right, let's go see Zombieland Double Tap.
Let's
now.
do it.
It's only 2:00.
Cinemark, open up.
Cinemark, open up! I will double tap you. I'll double tap your
Why don't
ticket
you
jockey.
double tap your hand?
Why don't you double swipe my credit card? Because I want to see this movie twice in a row.
I'm sick of this. No one will double tap me.
I'll pay $24 to see this movie twice in one night.
Hell yeah.
$12.
I'll be
for
double
advanced
dapping
screening.
you bros after that movie.
Yo, give me a double dap. That movie was sick.
Sick, man. I loved when they
When Eisenberg was awkward.
and Woody was so confident.
He's such a boss.
He's such a bouse. So many bouses.
With the W.
Woody's a zombie bouse. When's Zombie Bouse coming out? Anyone know?
Zombie Bouse Baby, starring
Zom-
Alec Baldwin and Woody Harrelson.
Baldwin.
When's Boss Baby Double Tap coming?
When is that crossover happening?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. We,
That'll be so awesome.
So awesome.
the fuck are we doing?
But yeah, what are you watching right now?
Righteous Gemstones. I just finished that whole season, and I haven't.
Wait. Uncut Gems? We're talking about Uncut Gems?
But I haven't. I've only seen the first 2 seasons of Eastbound and Down, so I'm not.
Oh, you
And
need to
not-
watch
yeah.
all of
Yeah,
them.
I gotta.
fuck?
I gotta finish that.
You're the one who
I'm
showed me
definitely
that
finished
show.
that. I'm definitely finishing it after this because this one. I don't. Righteous Gemstones definitely is not as funny as Eastbound and Down. Like just the character of Kenny Powers.
And the
is-
third season is probably the best season.
Yeah.
How many, are there 4 or 5
Yeah, there's
seasons?
4.
Okay.
But Righteous Gemstones, the plot and the characters, and it's still really funny, but it like gets like really like surprisingly like emotional. Like it is fucking top notch shit. Like
Interesting.
it is so. Oh my god, I love it. It's one of my favorite shows right now. It's. Ooh. And it really works as one season. Like I don't know if it really needs a season 2.
Yeah.
How many episodes are there and how long are the episodes?
It kind of changes. Some
The episode length?
yeah.
Because I know the amount of episodes is not going to change.
It's like 9.
Okay.
And it's it's like religious like scammer, like they're like
Yeah, that's all I really know. They're like
But-
pastors that are
but it's
dirty,
not like-
dirty pastors.
but it's not like the message of it's not like fuck religion, it's stupid, or it's still like it's more like fuck, like it's more like making fun of like just shitty people, it's not really like and even then the shitty, like they're shitty people, but like there's like you feel bad, like there's character to them. They're not just like
Evil.
yeah, and there's
I
and
like that.
oh my god, it gets there's like, and it's a family, and there's all this history, and it's like it blew me away, really. It's so good. So highly
in it?
I
recommend.
heard John Goodman weighs 95 pounds. I
No, he's not that skinny.
Did
he
he
just
drop?
looks
Did
Who's
he
John
drop
Goodman?
He's the guy from...
what would you know him from?
You ever seen The Big Lebowski?
Is he the main guy?
No, that's
No.
Jeff
Okay, then I'm
Bridges.
definitely not gonna.
You would recognize him, and he's got a very familiar voice too.
Yeah.
What else is he in?
Was he in
Roseanne.
Jurassic Park?
No,
Jeff Goldblum.
that was Newman.
No. And his name's John Goodman, not Jeff Goldblum. So if you have to say another
He's
name,
great.
it's not that one. It's John Goodman.
Adam Devine's also really
Oh,
good.
wait. Oh, Will Ferrell? Is that who you're
Oh, Emma Stone.
No, I already gave you the name. Stop guessing. Yeah, you would definitely recognize him, but I don't know what else you'd...
He's really good. He's one of my faves.
Is he a thin fellow now?
He's not. He's like a normal looking guy. Back then, he used to be pretty big. Like
I know.
Roseanne
That's why I
days.
heard he dropped. I heard he fucking dropped.
Oh, speaking of dropping, Adele dropped a lot of weight, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, I heard that.
And she looks pretty smoking, kinda. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't get a good look, but
That's gonna be one of our all-time best total recap moments.
She looks pretty smoking, kind of.
I didn't get too
Adele,
good of a
I
look,
think you were
so
always beautiful.
I can't put a full stance, but
Well, she looks very
Beautiful.
I guess I don't really remember her before, but she looks really different if I'm remembering correctly.
no, yeah, she looks way different without.
That's Rebel
After-
Wilson.
Are you looking at Rebel Wilson?
No, this is like her with Drake. Adele.
Oh, that was recent. That was like
That's
a couple
very
days ago
recent.
or something. Yeah.
She's very she's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, Adele. Let the sky fall.
Do you know
I don't
Skepta?
really know what she looked like before.
No.
You don't know Skepta, the British rapper? No. Never mind. It's not gonna seem interesting then.
Oh. Come on,
Well, she's dating him. that was it.
Drake.
Drake?
Not Drake.
I thought Drake was
Skepta.
dating Millie Bobby Brown.
Do you know
Oh,
Skepta?
Adele's dating Skepta.
Yeah, Adele's dating Skepta. I
I'm a little
think they
skeptical.
know.
I didn't know Adele was either lesbian or bisexual.
What is she?
No,
I
she
thought
she always
Skepta-
sings about guys.
I thought you said Skepta was a girl. Would you say she was
said
a
a-
British role model? What'd you call her?
Adele's a British role model.
I know,
Adele's
that's
the British
that's,
role
I
model.
know, you
No,
know.
Skepta's
like means like or whatever.
he's a black British rapper.
Oh, and he's a man. Oh,
Yeah.
good for you, Adele.
Good for you, Del.
I mean, good for you if Skepta was a girl too, but it's,
Ooh,
Doesn't
backed
matter.
yourself into
Are
a
you trying
corner
to
there.
Are you backpedaling?
Are you backpedaling?
no, I'm not
Backpedaling into the corner.
No, I'm not backpedaling.
Because you're in the corner.
I'm not in the corner. I'm not backpedaling.
Stop pedaling back, dude. You can't.
I'm trying to
There's
pedal
no
forward
yeah,
as hard as I
you
can.
pedal all the way back.
You pedal all the way back.
You keep pedaling, but it's not. You're still in the corner.
Yeah, are you watching anything?
No, not really. I'm kind of just been watching movies here or there. I haven't found like a show.
Mm-hmm.
What movies?
What did I watch recently? I watched on Netflix. I just started. I got like halfway through today, and then I came here. But I was watching that Enemy movie because
With what's his name?
John Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal, yeah.
What's
Yeah.
this? I don't know this. Enemy?
Yeah, it's
I always
called
see the-
Enemy.
I
It's
always
on
see the cover,
Netflix. Yeah, I'm not too far into it, but so far it's actually pretty good.
Like Netflix original?
No.
No, it's an A24 movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Mhm.
It's like
I
recent?
didn't know that until I started. No, it came out in 2013.
Oh.
hmm
A good year for 824 apparently.
I heard it's like a very. I looked into it a little bit, but I heard it's like a very kind of like a mindfuck movie. So
really?
I'm a little. I don't know if I want to finish it now that I just watched a mindfuck movie. I don't know how
Mhm.
much of that I can take.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah. Yeah, nothing really. I was waiting. I watched that Gangs in New York kind of recently.
Oh, shit.
I had never
that's a
seen that
long one,
before.
right?
Yeah, pretty long movie.
That
Good
was
movie.
good.
Yeah. Very good.
Scorsese.
Visually, it always looked really cool. I've never.
Yeah, it's a.
I was never that into
Leo
the story
DiCap.
to watch the whole thing, but
And then what's his name? The Lincoln guy.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Day-Lewis.
Yeah, I want to this November. I want to watch like all of his movies.
Scorsese,
Yeah. Well, not probably gonna skip a couple, but
like which ones?
I'm not that interested in Shutter Island.
What?
Eh,
I heard that one's really good. What?
I don't know. I want like more like the traditional. Like I want to.
Yeah, that's Leo.
Also, that I don't know if you guys seen it, but that Raging Bull movie.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
fuck! I wanted to see
that's
that.
the one.
that
That's
for
the one. I
so
wanna
many
watch.
years. I swear to
I had
God.
never even like heard of it until recently.
I heard
and
about
just
it in our
watched
lit and
it.
film class, and then
Dude,
she
it's
was.
great. It's a great movie.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're about to say a spoiler, I did not. I don't remember this. So
Oh,
don't
there's
say
no
it.
spoiler, but like she would just show like pictures and like stuff from the movie. Whenever we were learning about it, I'm like, visually this looks so cool, and then I knew
Yeah,
it was
black
about
and
like.
white.
Yeah, and like I knew it was like about the boxer, and I knew it's De Niro, and I know it's like regarded as like the best movie of all time by like a lot
No,
of
I don't
people.
know.
So I'm like, I have to watch.
It's a really
this.
good movie.
Uh-huh.
I like it a lot.
Have you seen what was the movie you saw in Lit Film? That's called like the best film of all time.
Shawshank
Rosebud.
Redemption? Oh, Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane. Have you seen
I've never
Citizen
seen
Kane?
Citizen Kane. I have heard that, like, yeah, people say that it's like.
I
the
didn't
best
feel
movie.
that much after seeing the movie, but the more I think
Yeah,
about
it's
it,
really good.
the more I've gotten to appreciate it.
I just watched
Who's in that? What's it? Who directs it? What's
Orson
going on?
Welles.
It's
That's it.
some
That's
dude.
the only guy.
Yeah.
Orson Welles.
He directed it, or he?
And he wrote it, directed it, and starred in it.
I know why people call it a perfect movie because it's like there's no like holes like, and the way like everything's set up and like the way the plot goes, it's tight.
When did it come out?
Like
Ages ago.
30, 40 something.
Oh,
40,
wow.
40 something. I watched Casablanca. You know that one?
I know it, but I've never
Isn't that
seen
about like
it.
a really horny girl?
Yeah, I thought. Is there a dancer involved? I feel like there's
No,
a
it's
dancer.
like it's kind
I'm
of.
thinking of
It's-
Kakamama. It's an hour and a half porno I just downloaded.
Casablanca
It's it's kind of it's like a World War II movie kind of, but it's not like a it's like set in this like bar or like this cafe, and it's like
I'm already bored.
Yeah, you know what movie I think you would really like that I
What?
don't think you've seen?
Taxi Driver?
Have you
Joker?
not seen that?
No, not
That's
Taxi
pretty
Driver.
good.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I think you'd like Taxi Driver, but that's not what I was gonna say.
No, I would like Taxi Driver.
I think you'd really like, and I think it was on Netflix, but I'm not sure if it is now. Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh,
I
I've
don't think you've
always heard about that too.
seen it.
Yeah.
I think that's
That always
like
looks creepy.
a movie that you would like a lot.
I
It's
really
very
want to see
visually
Clockwork Orange
interesting
too.
and-
yeah. That
After
looks
seeing
good.
The Shining, I wanna.
Yeah,
see
I want to
Clockwork
watch
Orange.
2001.
Oh yeah, 2001. I want to see that.
Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
What is that about? I have no idea what's that about. Is that
It's
actually about
sci-fi.
space?
Is it sci-fi?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely. I think it's got like there's some AI stuff going on.
I don't know if there was anything out of the ordinary in it.
It's-
I don't know if it was
That's
just a
one of the
space
best-
movie.
one of the
Honestly, I
greats.
thought that was just a name. I thought it was more Earth and.
No, I think it's
No,
all
it's
set
definitely
in space.
Yeah, but
It's like set in one spaceship. I think.
But don't they talk about, or don't they bring up Earth and things?
I'm sure.
I mean, bring up into space. Like, don't they bring in like
I don't know.
like what dogs?
an
What do you
ant
mean?
farm?
Like
The Disney XD show.
When did that
I'd
come
take
out?
that
The
to
Space
space.
Odyssey movie.
2001.
No. Where'd you get that from?
I don't know.
When did it come out? Shut the fuck up. When did it come out?
I think like 69, 68, late
69.
60s, 69.
That's when we flew to the. that's when
Wait,
we
it
flew to
came
the
out in the 70s?
late
moon.
60s.
Well, the 60s.
Definitely late 60s.
Are you fucking kidding?
That's when we went to the moon.
Yeah, I gotcha. No, I'm serious, man.
Okay.
Don't.
Does it look good? Have you seen it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen like
Clips.
yeah, and I'm like, what 60s? What the fuck?
Yeah, he was ahead of his time. I mean,
No,
even Shining was
wow,
like,
The
whoa.
Shining looks
It's like,
so good that
Yeah, I've been rewatching like the Friday 13th Halloween movies, and those are the same time, and it's like a completely different. It's like Shining was like,
We all know what The Shining was.
we all know.
It was moi.
We all know.
Yeah, I watched the trailer for that Doctor Sleep movie, the sequel to The Shining, and it
There's
looks.
a sequel?
Yeah, we talked about.
talked
We
about this
definitely
on the
talked about
podcast.
this, and I think you had the same reaction. It looks so bad. It looks like just another generic horror movie, except it's got some of the visuals from it's got the two girls.
But hey,
and shit.
it's a Shining. It's a Shining.
It's a signing.
It's a Shining. It's a Shining sequel, so you know it's gonna make money. You know people are gonna go see it because
whoa.
it's a Shining sequel. That's how it just works. Name recognition. That's all it is now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Because if it was a standalone movie, no one would give a shit. But
Yeah.
because it's a Shining movie, they're gonna go watch it and they're gonna make
The main
money.
thing is, yeah, it just looks like The Shining was so artsy and unique, and this just looks like fucking Insidious. Like it looks.
I heard that El Camino was balls.
Oh yeah, let's talk
let's
about
talk
that.
about that.
I've never seen
I didn't finish it.
was-
I didn't finish it. I got halfway through.
I heard it was bland.
Boring.
That's what I've heard. That's what
It
everyone's
wasn't.
Oh my
saying.
god.
I mean, it wasn't like, oh my god, this is terrible.
That's
but
what I heard it was.
Just
Not terrible. Not terrible.
No.
Sorry, I didn't listen to the last word
Yeah,
you said.
it just compared to Breaking Bad, the rest of the show.
Is it the same? Is it by the same guy?
Yeah, which
course,
is why I
yeah.
was surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, that's.
You know
weird.
what I
Maybe
think?
movies he's not good with,
What I felt was
or shows besides.
the
Breaking Bad.
the basics. I felt like they did
Better go
really
fuck off,
well.
right?
Like the directing was good.
Yeah.
Like visually, everything was so.
The dialogue was pretty good.
focused.
There
The
was nothing
dialogue
like-
was good. Like the acting was
But
good
the
too.
story, is
Yeah.
that what it is?
But man, is that storing just so stale and not on Breaking Bad level at all?
How long is the movie? Is it too slow?
2
it's not-
hours? Yeah, it was 2 hours.
Yeah,
You
like
I saw an
just-
hour.
Greg?
I saw
Yeah.
an hour.
I mean, at the end, like, I wanted to know what happened at the end, because I still care about these characters, like,
Exactly.
so much, which is enough. But that's not from. I don't care about these characters
From
from the
this
movie.
movie,
I
yes.
care about them from the show.
Show,
So that's
yeah.
the main reason why I watched the whole thing. And like the ending's nice. It's sweet. Like it's a good ending to his story. But my biggest problem is that it seemed like the ending everyone assumed he was going to have anyways. So
I really don't want to see the rest of it
yeah,
then.
like the biggest
Oh my
hurdle for the
God.
movie was to make it feel necessary, and it does not get over that at all. Like it feels so unnecessary.
From the get-go, it
And, yeah.
feels kind of awkward because it's like I felt like everyone just assumed that the finale was going to be the finale. No one asked for, like, more explanation. And not knowing, like, more explanation on Jesse's ending. And I think not knowing Jesse's ending was the beauty of it. Was the beauty of it, man.
He's just driving away.
And,
yeah, it's up for interpretation, you know?
Yeah. And so when they said they were going to come out with a movie and they had a trailer and all that, I'm like, it's still by Vince Gilgan. It's
that's
the same
why I was like...
producers and the same writers and directors. So I'm like, of course, like, if it's them, it has to be necessary. They wouldn't just, like, toss something out there if the story wasn't absolutely essential. But no, it just felt so boring.
Yeah.
Like Jesse finds his way out, and it's like he's going through he's doing this and he's doing that, and it just like he sneaks into this place, he sneaks into that place, and it just drags. I felt like it was just like
it got really boring.
At no point was I ever invested and felt like there was some stakes as to what was going on. It was just like trudging along into the story that they wrote. That they didn't need. That doesn't.
They just wrote this shit.
They just
what?
wrote it.
That was what really pissed me off. I thought Breaking Bad was like Curb Your Enthusiasm. I thought it was like improv.
Wait, Curb Your Enthusiasm is improv?
Yeah. I'd say, well, obviously they have a rough
outline?
Yeah, it's like It's Always Sunny, very similar.
Well, I think It's Always Sunny they actually write it, but then they just improv, like... Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Curb's more like...
I think it's
like
even...
improv,
it's much... which is... It does... Like, there's points where it seems like it, but it really... It doesn't seem like... Because, you know... I don't know. Like, improv can be, like... really bad sometimes. Like, when it's like a mix, especially when it's a mix, it can stand out so much.
Yeah.
Like, I watched like the Red Letter Media video, like review of like Ghostbusters, like the new one, and like that movie, they just went crazy with the improv.
I think I saw Ralphie's review of Ghostbusters, and oh my god.
They go way overboard.
They improv
it's ridiculous.
Like it felt like they I don't know. This movie is so incompetent. I swear to God.
It
felt like
so
they
bad. It's
improved more than like half the fucking movie. It's like so many of the scenes is just like them comedically riffing off each other. That's all it is. And the thing is, the jokes don't even work most of the time. It just feels awkward. Like they're just having this conversation, having this weird banter. It doesn't even feel like... Because like with improv, it's supposed to feel like, you know, it's actually written and it's supposed to be...
Yeah, it's
like,
supposed
quality.
To be like the characters are more...
But no, it so
real.
obviously feels like, oh, this isn't scripted. They're just fucking around. They're just fucking around in this room right now.
And also... It's Ghostbusters. It's not like This Is 40 or something. Like, Ghostbusters, like, the whole point was the dialogue is supposed... It's like, you know, it's like a science fiction comedy. And you can't really... there's not a lot of room for improv for that kind of stuff. Like, maybe, like you know, like, improvise, like, a line here and there. But, like, just... That's just not a movie meant for that. No. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I agree.
Like...
Did they talk about the the stupid wonton jokes? So Melissa McCarthy, they have this running bit about her getting Chinese takeout and her complaining that there's only like one wonton and the rest of it is soup. That is just a running bit throughout the entire movie. And the thing is, it's not funny even the slightest. It just feels like they're trying really, really hard to make good jokes, but they are so bad.
Yeah. Oh my...
It's just her yelling at this Chinese guy about how there's only one wonton in my soup. Like, it's not funny at all.
Yeah. Ugh.
What the fuck's a wonton?
It's just like a dumpling.
It's a type of specter.
It's a type of dumpling.
They catch. And then
dumpling? I thought a wonton was hard.
It's kind of hard.
Dumplings aren't hard.
They're not soft.
Yes, they are. Dumplings are soft. This is a hill I'm willing to die on. Dumplings are soft.
I don't care.
And then the scenes where they're like with the proton packs and they're just kind of they're like doing all this cool action scenes, and it's like, you ruined it. You ruined it.
You ruined it so bad. The black chick, she seemed not bad.
Yeah.
Out of everyone, she did not seem bad in that movie at all.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen
Props
the movie,
to her.
but I don't. I mean, I'm definitely not a Melissa McCarthy fan. So, but like Kristen Wiig and what's her name? The other one.
Oh, I've got a picture of me and Kristen Wiig's wax figure.
What the hell?
Congrats, everyone. Congrats. Everyone in the comment
Sasha not
section.
clapping for me.
Did you go to the wax museum?
Everyone on the comment section better congratulate Tony for this shit.
Wait, when did he go to the wax museum?
Look,
He didn't tell you?
years ago.
No. And you took a picture with Kristen Wiig, out of all people?
Well, it wasn't. You didn't get one picture and that's it. But yeah,
I thought that was a rule.
Yeah, I didn't know what the restrictions are.
No, you can take a picture with all.
You had to
of
pay a
them.
lot of money to get that picture of Wax Kirsten.
It better be on my phone.
Uh-oh.
Why would it not be?
Not on the cloud. You didn't put that on the... You didn't put...
Don't
That's
put it
a
in the
very
cloud,
important
that's
thing
how
to
you
put on
No,
the
yeah,
cloud.
no
Shit
fucking
leaked.
way I'm putting that on the cloud. I don't want that. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want that getting leaked. When was this? Okay, this must have been a long time ago. Fuck. You guys can keep talking.
Yeah, send this to me. We'll put this as the
Okay.
thumbnail.
Very good idea.
For sure. Back to El Camino. I didn't think it. I don't think it It definitely didn't ruin the show or
No.
anything. It didn't contradict anything, but it was pointless and it.
That's the thing. It's pointless.
Yeah.
You can remove it, and nothing would change.
Yeah.
Or it'd feel like nothing
I
would
also thought it was a little too ridiculous how wanted he was by the police. I thought he
change.
didn't.
Yeah.
He seemed like
Yeah.
the most wanted. I mean, he was definitely he would be wanted, but the amount of.
No, it was. Yeah, no, he was. Let me see this.
Well, this is Martin Luther King Jr. and me.
That doesn't look like Martin Luther King.
Yeah, his wasn't very good.
A lot of those wax
So
ones,
was
they
Michael B.
don't
Jordan.
look that good.
Really, only a few of them are actually good. This Morgan Freeman one wasn't. This actually was pretty good. This Morgan Freeman one.
That's good.
Yeah, his face
Who's
looks
that? Is that
weird.
Count Dracula or something?
That's my brother. You thought Morgan Freeman was placed next to Count Dracula?
Just tell me, he kind of looks like the way his hood is.
Yeah, no, I see it. I see what.
It kind of does.
And the face he's making.
I definitely see what Greg said. Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, the cops were there
Yeah,
were
they were
so
after
many.
him. And it was weird because I'm just still thinking, what is making Jesse so wanted?
Yeah.
And the thing is, at no other point, this could be labeled as an inconsistency, I guess, between the show and the movie. When Jesse was locked up, at no point were the cops freaking out about finding Jesse, were
Yeah.
they?
No.
And no, there was no hunt, there was no the nationwide announcement thing.
I think it was because
And then suddenly,
Wait, you think it
Walt,
was because what?
that everyone involved with all that died, so they needed someone to pin it on, but they never say that. So that's just the thought
thing
I
is,
had.
how did they
if
even
they
know-
said that, it would have been.
how did they even know Jesse was captured? How do
Yeah.
they know any of this
They
shit?
seem like they know everything.
They don't know. They just how do they know? And they never answer that.
So that was just ridiculous, and I didn't like that. And there was none.
They had to give some way for it to be quote unquote intense.
But at the same time, it wasn't that intense.
Nope, it wasn't. It was so mundane. Anytime he would sneak
Wait,
into
so
anywhere,
there's a nationwide hunt for Jesse and El Camino?
basically.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
What the fuck?
It's maybe not nationwide, but
Not like Walt level, but
Even Walt.
Walt
This-
was a nationwide hunt. He was on
It felt like it was still focused on New Mexico.
Jesse Pinkman was all over the news. Yeah, and there's this
But
scene.
what is he wanted for?
Exactly.
Wanted?
And there's this scene where he's hiding from cops, and there's this huge amount of cop cars. It's ridiculous. And it's
Wait, are you saying what he made meth? What do you mean what's he wanted for?
No. He made meth, but
you forget the show.
he got captured and there was
He
no
thought this was a Mad Men spinoff.
No, but he got captured, and after he got captured, it wasn't Jesse was still incredibly relevant for selling drugs or anything like that.
Yeah, he was, dude. He was their cook. He was.
No, I know that, but I'm saying it wasn't an APB they need to get this guy type of thing.
He wasn't their main concern.
There wasn't the main.
At
Walt
all.
was the main concern. Then now suddenly Walter is like, everyone get the fuck on Jesse. Like, where did Jesse come from? Why are you not more focused on the Nazis and like all the shit that's happened at the crime scene?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so a
Did they
bunch of
discuss
Nazis
that?
died and they're looking for Jesse all of a sudden.
They had to discuss that, right? Like the scene with.
Yeah, they definitely talk about it a little, but yeah, it was just very.
It was just wasted. It was wasted potential.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, oh, I gotta see this movie, but
No.
I'm not gonna see it. Like,
You don't have
Honestly,
to.
you shouldn't. If you
It's-
like the ending and you like the mystery of it, just don't watch it.
I did.
It's not terrible, but it's just not up to the standard that, has been set by
Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
Bad. Which, yeah,
And I think being mediocre is worse.
absolutely. Although, I mean, I don't know. For the show, if it was just some, really
If it was bad, I'm like,
ridiculous shit, it would just bum me out.
at least it would have been more
there's no way that
entertaining.
would happen. I feel
at
like-
least it'd be more entertaining.
Yeah. But, he's a good actor. Although
No, he did good. He did good. He didn't do
he
bad.
hasn't been in, anything.
That's what I was
That's-
thinking too. Like I haven't seen him like in anything.
Dude,
Besides
the offer
Breaking
should be
Bad.
pouring in.
Yeah,
That's all of
he
it.
could be a really good, action star. He could be in,
I mean,
a
he
lot
did
of
Need
good
for
stuff.
Speed.
Oh, yeah, that was so awesome. Forgot.
Well, he's an action star,
yeah.
so
Need for Speed 2.
he
ordered
probably
my
is it
tickets.
too, and he's probably in it.
I mean, man.
Wasn't he in Crank for a second?
No.
Maybe he was in something.
Yeah, he was in one of the
Recently,
movies we
so he was in
watched.
something. Yeah.
Oh,
That we
Mission
watched.
Impossible 3.
Oh, it was-
All
Yeah,
right.
he was the wife's brother, remember, at the house party?
not really. No.
The wife's brother.
At the house party in
House
the
party.
beginning.
Yes. Okay. I think I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good though.
I remember him being the brother of someone he knew.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. Uh-huh.
He wasn't in that much, but they could bring him back. You never
No,
know.
I feel like I don't know why Aaron Paul's not doing more.
He could be. He's really good, and I mean, Bryan Cranston's been in everything now. He really blew
Yeah.
up.
I think he's just done. I think he's chill. He did Breaking Bad. He's chill. He's
I mean, he's
done.
in a lot of
Yeah, he's
stuff
been
now.
stuff after that.
Yeah, I don't think he gives a shit anymore.
I disagree.
What are you talking about?
I think he's a really great actor. I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
he
also not
phones
even
it in.
he's doing a decent amount of work.
It's not like
Yeah,
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, he's also not doing the Rock movies.
Yeah,
either,
he's-
where it's just
he's doing-
Rampage
That's
and
true,
shit. He's
that's
doing
true.
actual movies.
Yeah, what's something? He's been in so much stuff.
He was in that what we were just fucking talking about. Drive. He was in Drive.
Drive, Godzilla. You
Okay,
love
yeah,
Godzilla.
Godzilla's actually maybe that's against
Yeah,
what we're saying. But I mean,
Godzilla vs. King Kong.
I don't know, because
Maybe?
it's just that Walter White. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like Walter White's just wanted a role of a lifetime kind of thing, and when you nail it, and when it's over, it's what do you do after that?
But I think he's done
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
good things.
yeah, I think he's still.
No, I
trying.
I
don't think
believe
he's
I
giving
believe
up.
that, but I feel like after that point, I feel like I'd just be set.
Yeah, I guess.
Career wise,
But
don't
I feel
see
like
that
I'd be
in him.
set.
I don't see that in Brian.
I don't see that in Brian either. Sorry.
Brian's still.
what's the well?
I'm not saying in his eyes. I'm just saying through his behavior, he's still
Through his
doing
soul.
shit. It's not like he's stopped.
Oh yeah, no, that I get
I
that.
think he's still hunting
get
for
that.
another way. He wants to still show that he's got more in him than just Walter White, which would be even more impressive. And one day I think he'll find it if he keeps trying.
I pray for him every night.
I don't think he's gonna find it. What the fuck?
Oh,
You think he's gonna be
Negative
something better than
Nancy.
Walter White? Come on.
you never know.
Everything has
Yeah,
to
what
line.
do you talking
Godzilla
about? What the
versus
fuck
King
do you know?
Kong.
Everything has to line up for that to happen.
No.
Like the dialogue, everything has to like dialogue, writing, all directing, all that shit has to line up perfectly for it to be as good as Walter White. That's
I
what
like
I'm
your
saying.
attitude.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I'm not even saying.
I don't think
I'm
he-
not even saying he'll be in a show that's better than Breaking Bad. I'm saying I think he can deliver another
Oh, yeah,
top tier performance.
that's different. His
That's all he has
I'm not
under his
doubting the
control.
ability. I'm saying the likelihood of him getting a role where that happens.
I don't know. He gets so many roles. I don't see why it's that far fetched.
But I mean, Breaking Bad's just another level.
He was
Like
the
that
best.
writing is just another level. And I just don't see...
Okay, it's really good. It's not created by the gods themselves. I mean, it's like, it's great, but it's not like untouched. It's not like no one's like, what? What are you talking about?
I kind of think it's
I
untouchable.
don't like when people say that. Like, the writing's good, but it's not like let's calm
I think the
down
writing's
a
amazing.
second.
It's not just good.
Okay, yeah, it's great, but yeah, it's like I'm saying, it's not like...
I'm saying it's
not-
a rarity. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying, like, you don't just stumble upon, like, a script and it's just this good and you're going to roll like this and
Well,
it
that's
just
not
changes
what
your
he's
career.
doing, newsflash. He's not just blindly searching for scripts.
Oh, Malcolm in
I'm
the
saying
middle.
but I'm saying it's a rarity. I'm saying it's a rarity. And that's why it's going to be hard for him to find anything. And then even then, things have to line up for him to get a role and a performance that good.
Let's look at the Bryan Cranston
And I'm
stats.
saying it's unlikely.
real
That's all
quick.
it is.
Once
Brian
he,
stats. I'm
looking
when
at the
he
stats.
hits that, dude, when he hits that, you're going to be so embarrassed. You're going to eat your words.
What
so
are our
hard.
Bryan Cranston predictions this podcast?
I think he's just going to keep doing roles and he's going to make money. He's going to make the money. He'll still be good.
I think he's gonna. I don't think that's gonna be enough for him. I think he's gonna find some way to deliver another top tier performance, no matter what it takes.
I think he's gonna be so good in Godzilla.
Wait,
vs.
no,
King Kong,
that's
he's gonna get a
not what we...
Lifetime
I'm not saying
Achievement
he
Award.
can't give another really good performance. I'm saying he can't touch Walter White.
I'm saying he can stomp out Walter White's bitch ass. Was I not clear about that?
Okay, so we're on the same page.
Yeah, I guess you guys are.
Same page on the disagreement, Greg.
Oh. Man.
Who's better, Jesse or Walt?
What do you mean, like better? Like who's a
Stronger?
You know what I mean.
Faster?
More capable.
Harder?
Who's quicker on their feet? Looking also
Now, whose
deliver
performance
that.
did you like more, Jesse or Walter's? That's a good-
Walters.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Walter
Oh,
there.
it's like so fucking close.
I mean, obviously, I think one of the best parts about that show, obviously, is like just the cast is like the acting is fucking amazing
Stacked,
from everyone.
yeah.
Every single person
Every main
brings
character is
Even
it's
Walter
insane.
Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them. They're fucking great. Each and every one of them. Fuck Hank.
Aunt Marie
Maria,
pisses me off, but she was great
She's
too.
a great actor. Yeah, she did a great job at being annoying. She was fucking amazing
Yeah.
at that.
Skylar, I
Skylar-
didn't like her in the beginning, but
Because
slowly
she was good
I
at
loved
acting.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
dude.
does, you know.
She was.
Her
yeah,
story
Saul
gets
obviously
way
was great.
better.
They're all amazing.
Yeah, Gus. I mean, he was such a good villain. Holy shit, was he terrifying.
Gus
God
was great.
damn.
But he still felt human, you know, he didn't feel...
Yeah.
And I like that.
He just felt like a businessman, not like a cold-hearted, evil, like just the devil,
But he knew
definitely
he
scary.
had to make certain moves,
Ugh,
you know, to keep himself safe.
fantastic show. Yeah, there. Yeah.
See, it's like, that's why you shouldn't make a sequel if it's not gonna be worth it.
And it
agree.
wasn't. Way to go, guys.
But that Netflix endorsement, they got the money though. They're set. They milked the Breaking Bad as much as they could now.
You see what you've done?
See what you've done, Vince
You've
Gilligan?
upset your 3 biggest fans.
Oh God.
What?
I'm not Vince Gillen's biggest
Don't
fan.
finish that. You son of a bitch.
I like
You have
Breaking Bad.
you
It's
have a
great show,
Skylar
fantastic.
posters on your wall.
I don't have Skylar. It's not Skylar, Greg. I don't have Vince Gillian posters on my wall.
I do.
I know.
They're not really. I just print them out.
I print my
There's
posters.
8x11 copy
Yeah,
paper.
the color doesn't need this kind of fucked up too. It's the best I
That's
can
use
do.
black and white. My dad won't fucking buy cyan. That piece of
I
shit.
need color prints for my Vince Gillian poster.
I need magenta ink.
But no,
I think there'll still be some color even if you run out of magenta.
I guess you're a glass half
just
full
won't
kind of
have-
guy.
We can't all have that happy
Yeah,
go lucky attitude.
I'm not.
that you
Yeah,
have.
I'm not as naive as
I'm
you.
jealous.
Sorry.
I wish I had that much innocence left in me.
My Vince Gillian posters are gonna be fucked. You're gonna
Fucking
think they're
worthless
not, but they are. They're worthless pieces of shit. I'm trying to sell them.
Sell them.
Printing up pictures from the internet.
Trying to sell 'em. These are hot prints. You guys gotta be getting
Colors all
these.
fucked up.
Who the fuck is that? this guy? He's the writer, creator, producer of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, no one
Vince
recognized
Gilligan?
him by face.
Vince
Literally
Gilgan.
nobody.
Gilganin?
Yeah, what the fuck is his
We should
name?
watch
Vince
Gilligan's
Gilligan.
Island. That should be our next
Gilligan?
Woo!
one. Gilligan's Island,
Vince
dude.
Gilligan's Island.
What is his last name?
He's on
Gilligan.
an island writing the pilot.
What did you just say?
Gilligan's Island is Vince Gilligan writing the pilot on Breaking Bad on a...
And then he gets captured by the boat, and that's how Breaking
Yeah,
Bad comes out.
he gets captured by the boat. The boat is sentient.
Oh, it is Gilligan.
Yeah, it's Gilligan.
I should feel like a fool now.
There's posters of this dude.
That's my Twitter banner. It's Vince Gilligan's mug. I also got a Vince Gilligan mug. It's $3.75 on TotalRecap.com.
That's pretty cheap, dude. We're taking a loss on this.
I get none of the profits.
Whoa, he was
I've been
involved in
screwed.
Hancock?
Yeah, he's involved in Hancock. Who gives a shit about Hancock, though?
Hey,
Well, I'm thinking about it now.
he was
Yeah, I don't know what his
Wow.
role was.
Wait, is Hancock the one with Will Smith?
Will Smith superhero movie that was.
Oh, let's
The
talk
most-
about this. This would be a good one. Did you guys see the
We're not
trailer for
watching.
Gemini Man?
That's come out. That's
okay,
been out.
okay, whatever. It
That
came
I
looks
out.
saw
bad.
I saw like the preview while we were in the movie theater.
Looks
and
stupid.
I saw
Oh yeah, it probably did come out of like theater trailers. Yeah, yeah. That looks like asshole. He's a younger version,
person out of another person.
And it's also.
Will Smith.
and
I mean,
because it's come out, I've
yeah.
seen like reviews and just oh my god, no, the
Yeah.
movie is oh.
Dude, he used to be so good. What the fuck happened?
He used to be
him?
so fucking good.
The
He
CG
sucks
looks like
so
crap.
much.
The
Dude,
CG looks so
fucking
bad.
Sucks now. He used to be like so good.
He
And
used
now
to
he
I've
be
been like
plays
watching
Will
some
Smith.
of his old movies and like he was really,
He
really
was
good. He was a
the-
great actor.
the 90s star, you know? He was
Mm-hmm.
like fucking Men in Black, Independence Day, Hitch, baby. And
Dude,
what
even
else?
Pursuit of
even
Happiness.
some of his Pursuit. As I say,
Yeah,
even some,
serious
like, more
movies.
recent, like more
Like
recent
the
serious, like
yeah,
drama.
late
Concussion.
2000s.
That
Concussion.
7 pounds the movie's all right, but he does a really good job of acting in that one.
Now
I
he's
feel like now he just plays Will Smith in every
it's
single
the
role.
Instagram and the YouTube that really fucked him up.
He's become soulless, man. It's scary.
He really has.
Ever since he started that YouTube channel.
Come on, Will. Yeah, he.
Oh, never. Oh, no, After Earth.
Oh, yeah, but that was a while ago. That was a good while ago.
Exactly. That's why I'm like,
That's when
maybe
he
it's
fucked
before.
up.
Maybe it's before YouTube, dude.
Yeah.
I think it was like kind of a perfect storm. Where like
Yeah.
he made like a shaky movie, and then his YouTube account probably came out around the same time. And then it all
I-
snowballed.
the movie was terrible, obviously, but I did like
What,
him in
After
Suicide
Earth?
Squad. No, like Suicide. Like he was
I'm
actually
like,
like,
you saw After Earth?
but he was pretty good
I
in
like
Suicide
Jaden's
Squad.
performance in that shit,
No, he's probably the worst part of that.
of that whole.
Yeah,
From what I've seen, yeah, he was
yeah,
definitely.
no, Jaden Smith cannot act.
He can't act. That's the thing, and he was still.
Yeah, Will Smith.
And he was
chill
like a
out on the
teenager
nepotism,
then.
dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
There's other. Oh, your son does not deserve what he has.
No, Will Smith is weird because I think I've told you, Greg. I feel like he's trying to be like the picture perfect like Hollywood family.
Oh yeah, you can
And
tell.
he's trying
just
to
from his
push
YouTube
that
channel.
image so much that it's
Scary, dude.
yeah, scary.
Hopefully they can do it.
I feel
Tyrese and The
bad.
Rock and take his kids. You know, hopefully that can happen.
I forgot about that. That was
I
so
completely
fucking
forgot
good.
That's still the funniest thing ever. The fuck?
The Rock took Tyrese
Rock,
Gibson.
you give back his kids, you son of a
fucking
bitch!
kids back.
Get it, stop! I don't want Jumanji 3.
I want
Tyrese kids.
What are you doing?
I want Tyrese to be able to kiss his daughter every night before she goes to bed. I don't want to fucking see you in Jack Black's body or whatever the fuck. You're a piece of shit, Dwayne Johnson.
I now follow The
Give
Rock.
back the kids, or I never see another one of your movies.
I
he just has them.
I follow The Rock on Instagram solely because every post is hilarious. Thinking that it's all just about hard work and determination and like being like, this is a great shoot today. Just thinking. It's all this
Fought tooth and
positivity,
nail to steal this guy's kids from him.
and it makes every post hilarious. Like, what the fuck, Rock?
Yeah. Give that.
I still don't know.
For
what-
context,
No, yeah, I know, yeah.
For
'cause
context,
explains,
guys-
I still don't know what's going on, really.
so Tyrese Gibson, you know, the guy in the Fast and
Fast.
Furious movie, I guess he has beef with The Rock, or at least recently, or I don't know how recent it was. I couldn't even
Seems like
tell
this
by
has
the
been
dates.
in the works for a while.
But he just posted I don't know, some shit about The Rock like stealing his kids or
Yeah.
just like doing something for
Very
him to
hard
lose
to tell
his
what
kids.
he's talking about.
It was very cryptic.
It was either that, I think it was one of two things, and I couldn't tell. Yeah, because it was like a vlog, and he was really crying pretty hard.
It was
Crying
pretty
for,
sad.
like,
it made me very
13
sad.
Yeah, it was
minutes.
pretty hard to watch. But either like The Rock straight up fought to get this guy's kids,
Which is the craziest thing ever.
Or The Rock
Or it
refused
was-
to help.
Or it was basically like Tyrese got his kids taken away, and then The Rock just didn't fight really hard for Tyrese to get his kids back.
Mm-hmm.
And Tyrese thinks that it's the Rock's fault that he doesn't have his kids. I don't know which story's true. I don't know why Tyrese got his kids taken away in the first place. Was it like social services?
Oh,
I have
it
no
was.
clue.
Oh, they like
Does he have a
dug back
wife,
into
or
his
is he, like, a
past.
single dad?
This is what they did.
Is
they
he a single dad, or does
No,
he
he's
have
not.
some-
What? He has what?
Tyrese.
How the fuck am I supposed to know this?
They're divorced. Yeah, obviously. How
they're
else can?
divorced.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That's how he got his kids taken away. And yeah, they dug up into his past and found some like charges and
Too
like,
Fast, Too Furious.
Oh,
Yeah, they found that and they were like,
atrocity.
we gotta take this dude's kids away. Yeah, they dug
found
it.
some
They
charges and then...
yeah, and then they were like, oh, let's
So
take
you
his
think
kids away
The
for
Rock,
that.
Started that? You think he's,
No, I think
Rock was like, hey, look into
ratted
this
out.
guy.
I've heard Tyrese says that.
Hey,
he's a little rat.
you should check this guy out. He doesn't seem.
He doesn't seem.
He doesn't.
Dwayne the Narc Johnson.
He doesn't seem like he deserves his kids. I don't know.
I think even in the video where he was crying, he was saying like, I got like millionaire friends and and I'm there for them like whenever they need it, but like they're not there for me. So I think The Rock like just had the ability to help, but just decided not to.
Someone needs to beat the shit out of The Rock.
It's gonna be hard.
I know.
Yeah,
He's
but
back in WWE.
He always kind of like he'll
Comes
come
in
back
and
once in a
comes
while.
out.
It's same like Batista does same thing, and
I respect that.
yeah,
I like that.
Pay
Yeah.
respect to where you came
And doesn't
from.
Brock Lesnar do that? I think Brock Lesnar. does
yeah,
that.
it's a lot of
Wait, Brock Lesnar came from the W. I thought he was a UFC fighter.
No,
He does
started.
both.
I don't know which one he started with.
I don't know what
but-
he's. Yeah, but he does both.
Yeah,
I don't know if he fights
Um,
anymore.
I doubt
yeah.
he fights in
I think he
UFC.
just does
I
WWE.
don't know if he does UFC anymore. I feel like I
I
don't
really
hear his
doubt
name
it.
anymore.
Yeah.
How old is he?
I don't know, like 50.
Yeah, there's
Brock
no way he
Lesnar?
fights in the UFC now. No fucking way.
Yeah,
I feel like he's in his 40s. I don't know. I really
yeah,
don't know.
I'd say 40s. I don't really
That
know him
sounds
that.
about
I don't know him
right.
that
Maybe
much.
late 40s.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's been around for a
He
while.
looks scary.
Yeah.
He's got a big like dagger on his chest.
Oh yeah, he looks fucking
he looks terrifying.
insane.
Oh my god. And he's a UFC fighter, so he can like
Yeah.
actually like kill
Really
people
fuck
if he
you
wants
up,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar and Batista and
Those
like,
two, yeah.
those are two like WWE and The Rock, but like those two are like
You should be scared of all of them.
yeah.
yeah,
they're
I mean,
like,
obviously, I'm scared of all
No,
of them.
I mean all the WWE stars. I don't mean all
Yeah.
of them.
yeah. They would be all of them would beat me up, but those
but Brock
two
Lesnar,
especially.
oh my god, like this, he's a killer in the in just UFC.
Yeah, he's like
He's a
dominant
heavyweight
in
champ.
the UFC. It's not even like if you're just in the UFC, you're a machine. But he's like dominant in the UFC. so
Heavyweight
he's really,
champ, like he is incredible. So
Damn.
he's scary.
Yeah, he's no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Mad respect.
How tall is the Brock? Like
The
6'3"?
Brock.
The Brock took the Miz's kids, and I will not stand for this shit. All right, give back the Miz's kids,
How
little
tall is he?
Mizlets.
Like 6'3"?
I don't know.
I don't know. He seems like maybe a little on the
I would say
shorter side.
6'2". I
He's
wanna
just
say
so
6'2".
stocky that I feel like he's gonna be taller than I think he is.
But I feel like he has to be tall because if he was that stocky and short, he would look funny.
Yeah, he's exactly 6'3". I don't know.
Hey!
how he is.
Wow.
There we go. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Jesus Christ, dude. This guy looks insane.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah, no,
he's a
gorilla.
That dagger
Yeah,
is
right?
terrifying.
he's one to be trifled
Oh, that's
with.
the hand.
Not
Okay,
one to
I
be
couldn't-
trifled with.
Yeah, you don't fuck with that
Yeah.
guy.
And it like goes over his like abs and just up his chest. It's
sick
oh my God.
tattoo.
Yeah,
won't
props to you,
look
Brock
good once he
Lesnar.
lets go of himself, but
Oh no.
No, he's gonna have a hard time later in life.
yeah,
Yeah.
that will not look good. Poor Brock.
How old is he? Did you see that?
No, but I do want to know
I don't
that
want
too.
to. I don't want to.
I'm gonna say 40. I doubt he's 50 by now.
No, I don't think 50.
I don't think Brocky's old. That old.
I'm gonna say 17.
Is he 17?
He's
Is he
42.
legal? Oh, there we go.
Is Brock legal?
He's really not that old.
Is Brock Lesnar legal?
He's the same age as John Cena.
Ooh,
Wait, John Cena's old as shit then.
Yeah.
What?
Remember, John Cena's been around for a while. Remember, we watched those early 2000s clips of him.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god. That was
The dude in the Patriot outfit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That was some of the funniest shit. His hair looks so weird now.
Does it?
John Cena?
Yeah, he doesn't have that crew cut anymore. He's got like longer hair. It looks weird.
Like how long?
Not like super long. Like a little bit longer than Tony's.
Oh, that is weird.
And it doesn't look right.
Is he still in the WWE?
I think so. But it's one of those things, you know.
I think he like tried to blow up in the movie industry, but it didn't really work.
No, he did that one, the Marine or whatever, Marine boy.
He did that movie recently too, like Cockblocker.
Oh, that looked
Cockblocker.
terrible. Oh,
Yeah, no one saw that movie.
Wait, what's the movie?
Cockblock.
Cockblocker.
It is Cockblock.
Blockers.
I was like, yeah.
There's a chicken on the poster.
Yeah, he's
Is that a
trying
song?
to prevent his dad, or not his dad.
And I'd watch that movie.
Yeah, actually, that'd be pretty funny. He's trying to prevent his daughter from getting laid.
Shame on
Actually
you.
pretty sweet.
Oh. No, shame on you, audience, for not watching that movie.
Is WWE still popping? Is it still making money?
Yeah.
Like crazy money?
I mean, yeah.
I have no idea. I don't know my.
I mean,
finger
I
on the
think
pulse.
its heyday is long gone, but it'll never be as big as it used
It
to be.
does seem
but
like it's like doing surprisingly well. Like it
Yeah.
seems like it really hasn't dipped like to a low. Like it's still stayed like.
I actually think it's been making a
Stayed
little bit of a
relevant for
comeback,
sure.
not like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, like there was a period, I think, like a couple of years ago where it was kind of
I
not,
think that I don't even know. I don't
but
know.
now it's it's back.
it's an art form.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
it's not something I could just watch every
It's a
week,
performance.
but like.
I'm glad it's out there.
Yeah, and it's fun to watch once in a while, and seeing it live is like a real treat. That was so entertaining, and those guys they all
They've earned it.
yes, they really, it definitely does not look easy.
No, they have to get in crazy shape for that.
Just like
I
Yeah.
love the crowd work too.
it's so much more than just you gotta
It's like a play kind of.
yeah, and then,
Yeah, it's a performance. That's what I kind of see it as.
and then I mean, there's so much crazy.
There's just nothing really like it.
Yeah, it's such
pretty much.
It's so weird.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
the
why I'm so
weirdest
happy
thing.
it's out there because it's
Yeah.
not like it's not a movie, it's not a Broadway musical. It's something
another
that's-
form of entertainment.
Yeah,
And like the fans, it's
Really
such a
its
different.
own
It's such a
domain.
unique. Like it's sports, but
Sports,
it's like it's
theater,
It's sports, but it's
like-
not.
yeah, but like it's like
Okay,
usual.
this is the best way to put it. They're athletes, but WWE is not a
yeah,
sport.
yeah, but they get but the fans are like more like comic booky guys. It's such a
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
wouldn't get. You're not gonna get like you
It's
know
a,
what I mean.
it's a blend of a lot of I don't even know.
So
different
it's
styles. I don't
it's
even
so
know.
unique. There's nothing else like it, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's pretty cool.
It's kind of like can you imagine like a UFC league but it's like a WWE where it's just for entertainment?
I think
it's kind
that's
of like
basically it.
Yeah,
I mean, because it's not really
that's all
wrestling.
It is. That's all it is. Yeah, it's not wrestling. So it's like you
It's-
can do that. It's just like taking a sport and just kind of making it entertaining.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how
more
fucking boring
performance.
WWE would be if it was actually just like fake wrestling?
Oh, it'd be
like how
terrible.
they like grapple
That'd
on the
be
ground.
stupid.
That's why they got hammers and shit, and they're in a cage and stuff.
and they're flying off the ropes.
Yeah,
Oh, that shit is
And
so
that's like,
good.
oh my God. I don't know who, but one guy died from that. Like,
Dude, at least one. No, more
I mean,
than
a
one
lot of
guy
the-
died, I think.
the big. There's like, what is his last name is Hart.
Brett.
Oh.
Stephen Hart.
No, it's not Stephen Hart. But I think I feel
Stephen
like I've heard
Colbert.
about this. Hey, recently?
No, this is
No.
way ago.
Is it that one guy that wears kilt?
No,
No.
I forgot what his name was, but yeah,
Yeah,
he
all
like.
the characters too. Those are fucking.
No,
sweet.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's the best part.
That's what I think
The
is
Boogeyman.
yeah,
and
it's-
damn.
the show. That stuff's at its best when it's
Rey Mysterio.
when they get the most ridiculous characters.
Yeah.
When you're just generic,
Yeah, when
like,
it's like dude wearing like pants or
it's like,
like
why
a speedo
would
or
you want to
something.
do that? Why wouldn't you want to be like?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so much more entertaining. when
character.
they- yeah, they,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Like I don't get it when it's just their name. and they're just like a
Yeah, John Williams. And
Yeah.
he has to do the Speedo.
I mean,
and he's a composer.
I get like the like in like the
Like,
the
what are you
80s
doing?
and like the 90s and stuff. Like,
That's when
It
it was
wa-
at its heyday.
yeah, I would say late. Yeah, I'd say late to 90s. is when it
Yeah.
was really. Oh, I feel like that's when it was really.
Just
popular.
everyone was so ridiculous and
Yeah, but I feel like back then, like, it was still just starting out, so like you had more
Yeah.
of the guys than just like a fucking Speedo or something, or
I-
just like no costume, no character really. So I get those, but like at like, but the time, but like as times have changed, like you need to have a character. I think the character is what kind of solidifies your placement in like that
Yeah.
roster.
But they don't really have characters now as much as they used to.
not
Do they
as
not?
much.
I don't really
Yeah.
know what's going on right now.
That's why Undertaker has been my favorite because he's the most ridiculous. He's not even in that world. He's not even a human.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
He's like he's
That
like
is-
timeless,
That is
ageless.
so cool.
It's hilarious. He comes from a coffin,
Uh-huh.
and it's like
Yeah, they made up like a spirit. Like that's fucking.
Uh-huh.
I love
insane.
that, and that's what you do. That's that's so
Yeah,
out
that
of
is
the.
creative.
That's to its maximum ridiculousness, and that's why he's my favorite. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
he's like a straight up man walking around who's playing like
The-
a fucking god, basically.
his like announcer guy is named Paul Bearer.
Yeah. fuck.
It's like, and that guy was hilarious.
Oh, so fucking good.
Yeah, and
Didn't the one, like, I don't know if Undertaker's lost after the one time he lost, and he lost to Brock Lesnar.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
The
that was like a
Undertaker
big
lose,
deal.
and
That was a
everybody's
huge deal. I think that's the first time I heard about Brock Lesnar. I swear.
That was everywhere.
Uh huh.
And that guy's face. That,
like-
Yeah, that's.
that will be that. There's no more. I've never seen a more shocked face in my life.
That will stand the test of
That
time.
guy looked like he saw the most. He looked like he saw like an alien or something. I will never forget that face.
That's a timeless meme, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something it's burned in my head. I'm never gonna forget that.
Exactly. Timeless.
I can picture it right now.
Yeah. I remember like I liked going to that show is all like just older middle-aged guys and then just little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
It was
weird
a
spread.
It was a fun like
But you never feel any like pedophilic vibes though. Like I feel like a lot of situations where it is like where the crowd is like that, where it's like a lot of older
Yeah.
people and then young boys. It's
Yeah,
like
true.
Weird. But this time it feels like everybody's just there to watch the sport.
yeah,
Yeah.
everyone loves it and it's
It's not creepy.
oh yeah.
It's a great atmosphere.
Oh, the
The
chanting. and-
camaraderie. Yeah, that's a
Yes.
great thing about going to a live too. Is like the whole crowd is really like, because it's not like there's like some people obviously want this one to win, some people want other people to win, but it's really is like the whole crowd really acts as a unit. It's great to be part of something like that.
Yeah. And everyone's like so like there felt like there was never any lull time. Like everyone was
everyone's
always
in
like
it.
that was like I've been to
Yes.
like, baseball games and like a
Yeah,
couple
any
other
sporting
Cavs
event,
games and
there's
stuff.
obviously, like,
But
downtime.
every single moment people were losing it. And that was like so much fun. My voice was completely gone. But
Yep.
I mean, I remember when John Cena came out,
Uh-huh.
hearing that song, I mean, that was like I've never screamed loud in my life.
Yeah, holy shit.
And yeah, that was a great moment. Yeah. Video games are great. Love those.
Yeah, no, those are very good. They've done a good job of just marketing themselves.
Those are so fun.
What's
to
his
play
name?
as
What's
a
the
little
main guy's
kid.
name? The head guy.
Oh,
Vince McMahon?
yeah.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah, what a...
Now,
a
that's how you
strange
do it. That's
guy.
a businessman right there. That's how you do it.
Yeah. Well, why isn't he president?
I would
He should
vote
be
for
president. Are
him.
you kidding
I would
me?
love
I would
Vince
totally
McMahon.
Vince
vote
McMahon for
Vince
president.
That'd be fucking awesome.
McMahon. Dude, holy shit.
He'd be, God. I wish WWE wrestlers were politicians. That's what I want. If I had to make one wish to a genie, I'd say that because I know how would it badly affect me in any way. I don't see it.
And try turning that one around.
Yeah,
on me,
try
Gene.
turning that
Try
one around.
tricking me or
Try
whatever.
making that not entertaining. Yeah, I like to see you do that, genie. Fuck you. I fucking hate genies.
Hey.
No, they always try to trick. They'll give you what you
like a
want.
genie.
Yeah, they'd screw you over.
All right.
No, let's discuss this.
No, let's start wrapping it up.
Oh yeah, well, what'd you go? Okay, what's the final verdict
the
on
Skin.
When did
Under
I
the Skin?
land? Oh, yeah. Overall, I liked the movie. Like we said, we've talked about. I did have some complaints, but overall, I thought it was a very good movie. I liked it. It was it was definitely like out there. It's a very different movie, and
It's artsy. It's artsy as fuck. It's the first
I
artsy
recommend
movie I
you
saw.
watching it. It'll get you out of, if you're in like a movie slump. It'll really, if you're losing faith in movies, I watch it. There's more out there than meets
Meet the
Skin.
Spartans.
There's more out there than Meet
Yeah,
the
it's
Spartans.
like the epic movie. You know, it's like that.
Yeah,
Remember?
I remember.
No.
You don't remember Meet the Spartans? I remember that.
Did we watch this in class or something?
No,
No.
it's a pretty
It's
shitty
like
movie.
scary movie, like epic movie. Like
It's like one of
scary
those like
movie.
parody movie things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never seen it, but it makes sense.
Anyways, what was your rating?
I just said it.
But you didn't. Did you like number? Did you say?
Oh, out of 10. I give the movie a 7.7 out of 10.
I'd say an 8 for me. That was pretty great. I had a lot of good
I'm
moments.
gonna give it a low to mid 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking 9, but no. That relationship, like, oh man, if they just got that right, man, I would have
Yeah.
been set. I would have been so set.
What's your guys'
that's okay.
favorite
That's
like
okay.
A24 movie that you've seen?
Probably this one. The score, visuals. I mean, it
So
made,
what is A24? They did this. They did Good Time, obviously.
Midsommar.
Time, Disaster Artist, Midsummer, Hereditary. But my number one is definitely Ex Machina. I fucking,
Oh shit! I
Oh,
completely
they
forgot
did
about that
that?
movie.
That makes sense, but I didn't know they did.
They made that?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
that one's my number one. But that's one of my favorite movies now.
I think this one and that one are pretty comparable,
I just think
Yeah.
They're
I
very
think
comparable.
they're very similar.
but I'm still taking Under the Skin.
Oh,
for
I think
sure.
Ex
Under
Machina
the-
just
Those
it's just-
visuals, I mean, you just don't beat that.
Ex Machina's got pretty cool.
no, it
visuals,
doesn't.
too.
Yeah. No, I love that movie.
That one's just the story's more. There's just it's just I don't know. That one's a masterpiece.
This one's more
in my opinion.
abstract.
Yeah, I
but-
think I like Ex Machina a little bit more too. But they like Ex Machina, Under the Skin is more like different than any other movie, and
It's
that
more
has,
abstract,
It has that
but I
going
like
for
that.
it.
Yeah, it's definitely more
But
out
yeah,
there.
there's something about Ex Machina. Everything just feels so.
No, Ex Machina
and like
was very,
the
very
like
good,
the
yeah.
themes and what they like how they do AI and like is it like the moral ambiguity in that movie is so cool. Like you don't know.
Yeah.
That's
You
true.
really all three characters. You
Yeah.
don't know which one is
The bad
in the
one,
right.
yeah.
And that is like I've never seen that before. Like each three character could he's like so fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do
Damn.
AI so well.
That
But I
was
feel
so oh my god, I love that movie so much.
yeah, I don't know. They're similar, but at the same time, they feel so different.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because this feels much more like a character study than
Yeah.
but like that one is much more plot driven and much more plot oriented.
yeah.
And but I feel like this one, like the visuals and the score is just
Ex Machina's
it's
got
on
a very
whole
good
nother
score,
level.
too, though.
No, that
I'll
one
also
does
say
that.
and
It's
the
not-
visuals, like the effects they do, like on the AI, like the skin and
Uh-huh.
all that.
Oh
That's
my
pretty
God.
fucking good too.
It looks. For the longest time, I didn't even know who Alicia Vikander was because like she doesn't have hair in the movie,
Yeah,
and so that always just fucked me up. Yeah.
she's also she
she's
was
a
really
very good
great in that.
actor.
Yeah,
But I don't know. The visuals and score and Under the Skin, I feel like they're on another level.
I do
and
think
that's the only thing I feel like is taking.
Score's
on top.
definitely better on Under the
And
Skin.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
agree.
overall I do like Ex Machina more.
Yeah, it's like this cool
got a
little
better
take
story.
on the Frankenstein story. You know, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
like the
remember
next progression of what that would be.
it was always really intense because like he would always come in and you always didn't know like.
Yeah, he was. There was so, like every time he
Oh.
was
It was
so
always-
uncomfortable.
He was
Uh-huh.
so fucking good in that movie.
Yeah, and you that
every time
shit.
he came in, you were just like on edge. Like, is this guy just gonna like fucking go off?
Oh
right now?
my
Like, I have no
God.
idea.
I saw that and that's why I was excited for Apocalypse because I
Yeah.
saw him in that and he was really good in that. And I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna be
God.
Apocalypse. Oh, this should be great.
And even the Star Wars movies, he's not
Nope.
given a meaty role. He's just kind of like he's charming, but he's not like, you know.
He's nothing.
I think he's better as like
I
a villain.
don't like Poe. I think Poe is so boring. I don't know why
he's just-
people are into him.
He's a charming guy. There's nothing to him.
Yeah.
But
I thought Finn was much more interesting.
Yeah, they kind of messed him up a little, but whatever.
I think they messed him up by having him kill Phasma so quick. Because his whole like arc revolved around, you know, Phasma and like kind of getting over that hump but they have him kill her like immediately. Like so quick.
I didn't like.
So it's like at that point it's like, okay, where does this character go from then?
I didn't like how they just did the same arc as the last one.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about in the second one?
Yeah, like he does the same kind of thing almost.
In the second one, he just felt useless.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys were wondering, the
'Cause
next
his arc
movie
was-
that we're gonna watch is
Is it
going to
Click?
be Click.
Click, 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 click.
So
I
is spooky
decided-
season over? That's what.
Yeah, Greg and I were talking about this before you got here. Spooky season's over.
So this is the last.
Deal
so we
with
ended
it.
on
No,
this.
deal with it.
Wait,
Because
so
like the next weekend, the next one we're gonna do is gonna be November.
yeah. So did you pick up a spooky movie?
Well, we never did one. Did you have one in mind that you were
Wait,
gonna
did I
do?
not pick one at all for spooky season?
Yeah.
Did we just do this? Did we only do 2 movies?
Yeah, we unfortunately. Well, we did the Joker Hereditary, which fell under the spooky season.
Oh,
Yeah, we
that's
did
right,
Joker.
that's right.
Yeah, we
Obviously,
did
I didn't
Joker,
pick the
Hereditary, Shining, and Batman.
No,
No,
it
Batman
was
wasn't
just
that, just Under the Skin.
Batman was right
Under the
before
Skin,
that.
Okay.
Which but hey, that's just how it happens. Sometimes spooky season
Doesn't go as planned, man.
it doesn't go as
You gotta
planned.
roll with the punches when it comes
Do you
to
have?
spooky
Did you
season.
have an idea for spooky season?
No, I didn't. Even coming into I didn't even know that. I forgot it was my turn to pick. I didn't know anything really coming into today. I had a few ideas bouncing around in my
They've
head,
done
but
well.
actually none of them were spooky. So I'm gonna hold off because there might be
Jesus.
some future picks. I don't want to blow my load too early. I've got about 2 bouncing around in my head. Anyway, yeah.
What,
we're gonna watch
actually,
Click
what other
next.
good horror movies were there? Were there any essentials that we were gonna watch?
What did I? There's some.
This is the.
I
main
wanted
one
to
that
do
I
like a
wanted to see.
shitty one.
A shitty horror
Yeah.
movie? No, that would have been good.
I thought it would have been fun to talk about,
Yeah.
but there were so many. It was hard to choose.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I was thinking The Happening would have been really fun.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
No, I would have loved to seen that.
I was also leaning towards the original Ghostbusters. I thought that'd been fun. That's a good one.
I already saw that though.
It's been a while, but I was definitely leaning more towards The Happening. But as it happens, we will not be doing The Happening. So shitty note to end on.
So we're doing Click next?
Yes, we're doing Click.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm not ready for that though.
I
Well,
know
get
this one,
ready.
we're gonna. Ooh,
Yeah, so you're
we're
going to want to
cry
click
in
on
this
our
one.
next video. Click.
All right, enough of these fucking.
No, let's keep it going.